Welcome to another episode of Please Elite This.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man.
Can it be? We sound good.
Yeah. Crisis averted.
Yay.
Thank baby Jesus.
Episode.
Nope. Is that how you start? Is that how we're going to start it?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to pop this bottle.
Hey,
it.
where's my
Pop
phone? Oh,
that bottle, baby.
Pop that bottle, baby. Pop
Problem
that
is-
That
bottle,
bottle.
baby.
Hit something. I don't care.
All right, fuck it.
Not the balloons though.
Well, I'm not going to hit the camera.
Hit the camera.
No.
Yeah,
It
don't
will be an amazing.
No.
amazing
It would look
clip
great,
sale.
but my camera would be dead. Shit. Got a little rosé for the squad. Y'all got cups? Everybody got cups? Jen, you got a cup? Is that an answer? Jen, do you have a cup? Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing. Oh my Lord, my eyes! I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Scared.
This is episode 100.
We're living in Darren's house. You know you get a fine for doing that.
Yep.
A little bit of Bel Air gold.
We deserve it.
Guinea big deal, huh? People love us.
The gold. The gold.
Jen. To the group, to the podcast.
Yes.
100 episodes in.
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Not me.
us.
Not me. Love you guys. Congratulations to all the listeners. Wow, anyone who's listened to all 100 up until this one, you are a special individual.
Pat
love
yourself
you.
on the back.
Pat yourself on the back. Seek help. I don't know, something. But thank you, new listeners, old listeners, man. And we appreciate y'all.
Yes.
God is the greatest.
Yes.
We're going to do this thing here.
To the bride and groom.
To the bride and groom. Where's your cup so I can just poke
It's
you up?
over there.
All right. And here we go.
Oh boy. Oh, that failed.
Yeah.
Darren, you first. Should have done Jen's first.
Okay, that's good.
Oh,
yes.
come on. It's
Ooh,
just a
you're
little
such a little
bubbly.
hoe.
That's good. That's good.
Jen.
Thank you. Yeah.
Beam. I don't know if this is gonna keep recording. Hurry.
Your phone dead.
Your
No.
boo told me to put a little something extra in yours.
There
No,
you
he
go.
didn't.
And them.
Yeah.
Woo!
To us.
Sorry.
That's a big,
got
that's a big force.
a little heavy on mine. Yeah.
Let's record. Oh wait. Cheers.
All right, to us.
Episode 100.
Congrats, y'all. Love you guys.
Let's taste it.
I ain't bad at all. Shit. All right, Bel Air.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start the show.
Yes. Let's start the show.
I didn't get let's start the show, but that's okay.
You didn't do what now? Oh.
Episode 100.
You motherfucker.
Yes.
You motherfucker.
We made it.
Nigga, we
Was
made
it a
it.
goal?
We don't have any goals. We have no goals. We have no ambition.
We have no purpose.
We're just here. We're just existing,
This
man.
is here to happen
We
now.
just like to hang out.
Ooh.
From day one, it's just been out, about hanging out with our friends.
Word.
In the building, we got Darren,
Bim.
Genevieve,
Bim, and Darren,
and Genevieve.
the trio. We're together, guys.
Us guys, the Pod Squad.
The Pod Squad. Yes.
Hashtag.
We're feeling ourselves tonight.
How we know?
We are a little bit.
All right, cool.
So our ladies,
I don't have a lady. I have a
Jen
gentleman,
doesn't
but
have
he's
a-
not
yes,
here.
but he's not here. But I'm sure he senses spirit.
Yeah. He likes the podcast.
They surprised us with a little celebration of sorts.
Wow.
They got us balloons and buñuelos and chicken wings
And a cake.
and a cake
And t-shirts.
and liquor and T-shirts that are red, black, and green.
Well, yeah, white and green.
White
I
and green.
didn't even know how to respond to that.
It's green. It's not green.
It's green.
It's
Yeah,
green.
color green.
Okay. And yes, Black History Month. We're closing out on a high note.
I have
That's the first time we acknowledge it on the podcast.
The first time was how we didn't acknowledge it.
In true us fashion.
Yes.
And next week will still be Black History Month. Oh, we're not.
No, so since it's our 100th episode, we're going to take a little break, a little vacation, much
Yes.
deserved, much
Yes,
earned.
yes.
And during that week, you guys go back and explore
Catch up.
Oh, it's so fun to go
the
back.
other 99 episodes.
It's so fun.
Isn't it?
You get to see how progressively worse this got.
Well,
Good
worse
and terrible.
than good. Good
Worse,
and terrible.
Yeah. Good and terrible was the perfect description.
Yeah, and we didn't have an agenda for today. We didn't know where to start. But since we're talking about going back, I've always found
From the back.
Darren.
I'm sorry.
this guy.
Darren.
I always found that when you guys would discuss favorite episodes, Darren is the encyclopedia of the podcast. He can reference things quickly. I never knew what my favorite episode was. So I said, all right, let me go back and let me listen. And at work, I spent 3 hours skimming through different podcast episodes.
Can I? Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, can I guess what your favorite moment was?
Go ahead.
Moment or episode?
I'm gonna say moment.
Okay.
Do I have a favorite moment? Okay, I have a favorite episode that is comprised of some great moments.
Oh.
So I don't know if I have my favorite moment.
So let's see if your moment is in that episode. How about that? That's easier.
The Eminem freestyle.
That was definitely one of my favorite moments, but not in this. It wasn't in this episode.
Okay.
Yeah. Jen, do you want to take a guess at the episode?
Ooh, we talking about throwing rocks at
No, but that was another good one. No, but that was a really good. And again, I couldn't even in that 3 hours when I was skimming through, I skipped over episodes. I would do like every other 4 or something like that, and I still didn't even get past 40.
Wow.
So then I had to jump ahead more.
Yeah.
But my favorite one, the one that had me crying again, as if I never heard it.
At work while you're supposed to be working.
At work, like if anyone looked at me, it was just.
Mad shoulder movement. All this.
And this was at 4 different parts during the episode as I skimmed through. Episode 23.
Oh, skip 23.
Right in the
Skip
23.
23.
20s, things got real dicey.
And at least 5 times during the episode, I said, I'm on timeout. Somebody take my mic. I just kept saying it. Do you
Yeah.
guys remember what happened on this episode?
I just remember it was bad, and we
Was that-
titled it something like "Don't listen to this."
No, skip 23.
Yeah.
And I said, why would we call it Skip 23? Let me listen. Oh, dear.
Is that the one where we did the whole, what would you name the child?
Not even.
Oh, that was another one.
Yeah.
Damn, this one was bad. I don't remember.
You guys
what-
ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. So in my notes, I put Skip 23. Silly ass episode. This was my throw up story, which prior on episode 14, Jen had her throw up story. So I put that as one of my favorites. So this then was my throw up story, an ode to Jen when I tried to throw up into a bottle. Next, it was Darren eating crackers in the shower,
Yo,
which had me damn near floored. Okay.
that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
Then we also discussed Clarabelle hiding Darren's Reebok
Reeboks?
Classics.
Oh.
And we all we talked about the president of Croatia.
Oh, oh God.
And Darren tried so hard to save me. He's like,
I remember.
Abort.
And I said, no, I will stand by this point of her not looking presidential because she has titties. Then,
He said it again.
then a random moment occurred that TKO. And I remembered it so vividly, that's why I was laughing. Go ahead.
Was it the citizenship thing?
That came up.
Okay.
But it was when Jen looked at Darren as he was scratching himself, and she
That's
said,
so
"Why are you
cute.
scratching your hands like a baby?" Yo, that's cute. Because I instantly remembered Darren he's a big guy. He's a big guy. So he's just in there. And ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the episodes that you have to watch on YouTube. Fucking hilarious.
And poor Darren, because he's like, "What? My hand itched. Like, how am I supposed to scratch it?"
And they're like, no, it's okay to scratch it. He does look cute as fuck.
He was-
And in my head, I was like, I hate them so much.
Yo, Darren was fed up with our shit. He just sat there. What the fuck?
Stop doing that.
You see how silly it looks now.
It doesn't look silly. I just always scratch my head.
Oh fuck! So
Don't go back to that, please, because
Oh, fuck.
he's already starting.
and then after that,
There's more?
There's more.
it was the citizenship. So shout to Nieves. This is where Darren tried to do a lovely shout out at the end of the episode and say she got her citizenship.
This was.
Oh, yeah.
Derail.
It went out of control.
And this is where I tipped and I was like, "Fuck this!" Mad Dominicans are there.
Oh,
Shocking.
surprise.
Shocking. That's when I said the thing about my mom that I forgot that I said. When she
Right.
Way more hungry.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that episode. If anyone asks, check 23. Episode 23. If you rock with that, the rest is for you. And guys, I thank you for moments like episode fucking
God.
23. Yo.
That was brilliant. I
fuck.
sadly was way too busy at work today, so I didn't get to listen to anything. And I
Fuck work.
was so disappointed.
Oh.
I ended up listening to, I want to say it was 40. The You Got Me Fucked Up song. And that was the one that I was like, you guys have to listen to this conversation when we were coming up with the scenario of Drina proposing to Bim.
I'm supposed. I didn't even get to listen to it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh.
So we had the great idea of like, okay, let's set the scene, and then me and you did it one line at a time, which was terrible.
Oh.
And every line we said, this one is like, no. It was fed up. You gotta listen to that one. That was a good one.
That was so far. So I did I was skimming through. I'm gonna jump to the beginning. Episode 10, we talked about the name Fritz and how we each knew a Fritz, and then the Dominican Fritz, and 3 Fritzes. Fritz I. How would you make 3 out of Fritz? I don't know. 3 Fritzes is.
He's a Fritz I.
Fritz I. Fritz. Fricassee. Episode 15.
It's Fritz, so it's Fritzo.
Fritzo.
15?
Episode 15. You and I in unison, Jen. Darren talked about something he read, and we both said, "You read?" I don't know why. That shit killed me. Episode 31.
That's still shocking.
We announced that my engagement and Darren having a baby on the way.
Oh yeah, that was.
Episode 37. I think this title was "Eat Butt and Die."
Oh
That
my
was
god.
a bad one.
Jen asking Darren repeatedly if he ate, if a lady ate Darren's booty. And she said at one point, did she come up speaking patois? I almost shit myself. Beautiful.
Remember the one when we talked about shitting in the woods?
That's all, folks. I think that was in the 20s too.
We were actually talking about that on the phone.
Oh, who's we?
Me and Darling, of course.
Christ in
What
heaven.
up, Darren?
Man, it was just...
Do you got, I feel like it's here because I'm gonna just eat it.
Keep eating. Just
I don't want you want me to pass along.
yeah. I just want to get this stuff out before we start chewing on the mic and stuff.
I'll wait.
But
fuck.
yeah, we were just talking about how crazy that must look though. Like a black man in the woods taking a shit, no shirt on, wiping his ass with a wife beater.
Little wife beater.
I wish it was a fake story too. But it really happened.
And then you're just like, well, he has to be a killer. Like nobody would want to approach that.
Yo.
And then the question is, did the police make you go back and pick up the shirt, or
No.
did you just leave it in the woods?
So I left it in the woods. But now that you mentioned the killer thing, I could have been disposing of a body or
could've.
something. And this, I don't know if it was a cop or a campus security guard, but he was just like, all right, just get out of here. Scot-free. OJ.
Wow.
All day.
There was an episode we discussed OJ.
Yeah,
That
he
was a
did
good
it.
one.
He did that shit.
Yeah,
He did
that's
that
actually
shit.
what we named it, right?
Yeah.
OJ did that
OJ
shit.
did that shit. So 2 things. I think one of the things I look forward to the most is the titles of the episodes and us coming
Yeah,
up with
man.
it. I feel like all our titles are just so like perfect.
Yeah.
Like Eat, Pray, and Whistle is one
Oh,
of the
the
best
whistle.
ones. Listen,
Bim's face.
I know. I almost
That's
want to
literally-
attempt to teach you because I was trying to teach Clarabelle.
She don't
She
know how to
don't
whistle
whistle?
either?
No.
1 in 3 people can't whistle.
You're right, though.
And that's 3 of us. You the one.
Yes, I made it up. It
You
might be
the
true.
one.
Shut up.
There's that.
Today's
and I
Rihanna's birthday.
forgot the other. Oh, all our guests.
That was, yeah.
All our guests that have been on the show.
Oh,
Can we
thank
do a
you.
run through?
We can.
I
Is it
don't,
difficult to
I
do?
don't have the paper.
No,
It took a long time for me to write that paper down with all the guests.
Did we already do a run through that episode?
So I can.
No.
I can.
I wrote it down and I brought it here and then I left it and I don't know. That was like
Is it easy to do? I don't want to.
No, it's-
Fuck it, it's episode 100, man. We can run this through.
no. It took a long time
No, just
because
quickly.
a lot of the titles don't have the guest name
Oh,
in
that's
it.
true.
But I have a good idea.
So while we're getting there, I wanted to shout out, at least to me, y'all can slap me if I'm wrong. What is this?
Sorry.
We can salute our, to me, honorary member, Sam.
Hey.
Because she was on, what, 4 episodes?
I think it
No,
was
3.
Three episodes. So as I was skimming through, I was like, there goes Sam. There's Sam again. There's Sam again. So shout out to Sam.
Shout out.
Thank you for coming through. Honorary member in my eyes. Bless your soul.
Yes. Sam was on actually episode number 4.
Yep.
Super early on.
Early before we even had guests.
Yeah. So the turtle and the dog. Was it a turtle and the dog?
Oh.
That whole thing.
Turtle and the dog.
When the the Rhode Island crime segment. Oh, that was a good
That
one.
was amazing. So Sam has been on the show. Gonna go down the list. Nah. Boo. We didn't have a guest for a little bit until
Well,
we got
Tisha filled in at one point.
Tisha filled in, Kay filled in,
Yep.
Frostman brilliant.
He was
Yes.
our first official guest.
Yes.
That was
Shout out
episode
to
20.
Frostman.
Who else is there? Let me look.
We had Mikael.
Mikael, shout out
We
to
had
you. Keep fighting,
Roxana,
shouty.
Chip,
After Tisha was Just in Case.
Justin, Franchise,
Franchise and Boom was
Yep.
after that.
Hot and Ryan,
Hot and Ryan,
Lami Sulami.
Yep.
I said that all weird.
We said Court already?
We did not say Court. That was
Court.
a good one.
Court came
That was
through.
a good one.
We had Helena here. She was in the background helping us out with the
take that.
live shit.
Makiba and her sister were also here.
Yes.
That was fun.
How did I leave out the Jollof Rice episode?
Oh, the Jollof
Oh,
Wars, yes.
man.
We had the pregame podcast with us.
Yes. Can I say? I put that down. What I said. Hold on, let me look at my notes.
Oh, the
I said episode 55 pregame mayhem.
Chaos.
Jen has no comment.
done. After that, we had Scarlett with us.
Yep. What up, Scarlett?
What was the song? Oh, the G Unit. My buddy.
Yeah. Oh, I like the. After Scarlett was Broxana, which was great.
AIOF.
One of my other favorite episodes is our Father's Day Erections episode. It's just me and you.
That was
What
a
I
good
put?
episode.
I put episode 68. No Jen.
Yeah, no,
that
Jen.
Was, yeah, it was
that
you
was a
and
good
I. That was a
episode.
good
We were
episode.
freaking out
I
about
told
it.
you guys don't need me.
Oh,
no,
shut up.
we do. What else? H.
Yes, what up, H? I forgot
Ariel-
he was there, yeah.
For the
And
area.
Vic Bam. Definitely can't
Vic
forget
Bam
Vic.
was the following week. Man, it was an episode that didn't record well.
There we go. Shout out to Nate. Sorry, Nate. Darren's a fuck up.
No, so there's that one, and there's the other one.
That didn't record as well. That was actually really
Yeah,
funny.
really good. Dinner,
one was that?
birthday supper. That was a whole.
We talked about what supper is.
You remember that was the one that the computer restarted and we didn't know. I've never went back to listen
Me
to that
either.
one. I refuse.
Because I remember that one was hilarious.
That one was a good one,
Did
and
we
I
take
was
the audio
so
from the camera for that one?
Yeah. And, it just sounded
and I
like
was
shit.
so.
We took the audio from live.
We took it from the camera, but the fan was on.
Oh, I thought we
So-
took it from live. Oh, we had both.
No,
of them.
the live was from Nate.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, that's why I kept speaking. Yeah,
yes,
shit.
yes. That was I want to listen to that episode, but I can't because I'm gonna get upset all over
So I
again.
guess there's two I haven't listened to.
There's the one with Bim recounted him hurting his knee. More money, more problems.
Clever title.
Jen is the title person here. Winnell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What was that title?
That was Steamed Wool for the win.
The win.
Jen, another Jen.
What up, now?
Right after that, may I have some head, please?
Darren, did you figure that out yet?
Nah. Nope. We had Candy the violinist with us.
Oh, we missed Tatiana.
Tatiana, that's right.
You know what you should do? You should do like they do at Brazilian barbecue with the cards, where if you don't want no more meat, then you leave it on red. But then when you want more meat, you put the card on green. So when you want, put the card on green. And when you good, just leave it on red.
And she walk in the room like,
all right.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay.
Pencil you in.
just recently we had Tanya with us for
Yep.
the CBD oil. And
Mike Rollins.
Mike
Rollins.
Rollins. Damn. Dennis joined us for
Yep.
a hot minute.
Nieves, even though she wouldn't want to get on camera.
Yeah, was with us for a hot
I feel like
second.
we're forgetting someone, and I'm gonna be very sad about it when I realize who it is. I don't know who it is, but I just feel like it's somebody. But we can keep
Kingston
Man.
8.
Kingston 8.
Same, yep. Well, we can keep
Yeah,
going.
and more to come.
Yes.
More to come.
Hopefully.
I don't know how much more we're gonna be doing this.
There's no folks who want to come on board. I got somebody that we got to figure out a time for them to come through. But
So definitely to all the people that have joined us on, and then we had the live where everybody was there.
yes,
Oh, that was
everybody that came to that
amazeballs.
live.
Yes,
Thank you
that
so
was- that
much.
was
Thanks,
very
Raphael, for taking photos for us.
Spark Up Podcast was with
Spark
us.
up, yes.
Oh, yes, for sure.
I'm sure there's more in hiding in the chamber.
Chip. We said
Chip
Chip.
Dub.
Yeah, I said
No,
Chip.
we didn't.
Yeah, Chip. Shout out to Chip, and thanks for
thank you.
having
You guys
us
don't listen
at.
to
Shut up, Jen. Thanks for having us at When Stars Align.
And then all the interviews we had there
Yep.
as well.
All the artists there. Yeah, it's been eventful and fun, man. I say it all the time. I mean, it's like I look forward to this part of the week, man. You guys are all right.
You guys are all
Hey,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
My wife joined us too.
She
Oh,
did.
yup.
Gay for pay.
And up right here.
That was a great one. I
Gay
love that
for
one.
pay.
I love that one.
Great episode.
I love that one.
That is a great episode. Hey guys, we got a thing here, man. Hey man, we got a thing here, man.
And like the this is something I definitely look forward to on a weekly basis. I don't think there's a hobby that I've have done for fun that I've stuck with. For this
Remember
long.
that time he was in the boy band?
I didn't stick for thanks to.
How many songs y'all put out? Did y'all put out any songs?
No.
Did y'all perform anywhere?
No.
So what was the?
We were getting there, and thankfully it disbanded before
Thankfully.
before we got out there.
Nobody went solo.
No, there's only one of us, well, two of us that can sing really good.
You said of us.
Are you one of them?
No, I can't. No.
you
Of,
You
of,
heard it the same way I did.
Yeah.
of the
Because
five
you know
of
he's a
us.
diva. So
Well,
you got
of the five of us,
right.
there's two of us that sang really well.
Us again. So
I mean, I was part of the group. I can't deny that I was part of the
you
group.
right, say two of them niggas could blow. Pause.
Ew.
Two of them niggas could blow. Also, in my comprehensive notes, I said Gen Snacks, all of them. So yes, anytime, especially when you made us sandwiches.
Well, that was fun.
Oh dear.
Well, that was
Oh
good.
dear.
That was a labor of love.
Yes, very delicious. So
Oh.
thank you, Jen, for all the Gen Snacks.
Oh, thank you for letting me do that. We also had Cootie here, DJ
Yes,
Incredible.
thank you.
yes.
Middle child episode. Yes.
That was a great episode.
Yeah, I'm not forgetting.
Taint.
Oh boy. Yeah, no.
No, we've had a lot of fun.
yeah.
That's my phone making noises, guys. Yeah. So
What would
should
you
we-
say
Go ahead.
you've learned about? What have we learned about each other
That's a good question.
over the span of
Bim, you go
100
first.
episodes?
What in the hell? He looked at you.
I know, but I didn't look at him, so I didn't count.
I'm kind of happy she didn't look at me because she got those eyes
And
said-
my glasses are off.
We learn about our
like of
collectively.
each other. Yeah, collectively,
even-
individually. I mean, we've
Like how we learned that Darren reads, like something like that.
yeah.
What we learned.
I feel like I put way too much information about myself.
You
out.
have.
way too much.
Holy shit, Darren.
So-
You are the MVP. Whoa.
In fact, I had in my notes.
In fact,
I had in my notes. Episode 43. Butt flex. That's
Mm.
what, so we learned that Darren has.
that was expound your toes.
So Darren has a loose booty. Yeah, that's, we learned. That's what I learned.
Actually, it's not loose because I can tighten it.
I don't know if that's how it goes. But all right. You got to be loose to tighten.
You're right.
I'm just saying. He ain't said nothing but a word.
I will say, multiple times I've said to myself, like, what the fuck are we going to talk about? Like, nothing. We have nothing to talk about. And then somehow we end up giggling and laughing the whole
Well, this episode is for us to blow each other. So what I'm going to say.
good old circle jerk.
Exactly. So what I'm going to say is what we have, guys, is something natural, something organic. And we just.
And I'm just so out of it. I'm just like in my phone.
I
But
see
I'm
you.
listening.
Don't worry. Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
listening.
I
That's
got
what I
you,
do.
beloved.
What are you in your phone for? Like, what?
I'm making sure we didn't forget anybody.
Oh, okay.
And she's very good with that because somebody would be offended.
Yeah.
Like-
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, blowing each other. So
Yo, don't say
we have.
Say it.
It's okay. Let me line. So we have such good chemistry, and it's not made up. We've known each other for years. I was watching TV before I left, and the station night club fire happened 17
years ago. I saw that.
talked about
And I'm like, oh shit, I remember on campus where I was. Then I said, I'm going to record. I was like, wait, I know them since before that. We're fucking old.
We're fucking old.
So
Bro.
the amount of years that we have and the bond that we've built and knowing each other and how to bounce off of each other, man, it translated really well through these here microphones that we speak into every week, man. And people feel that. So we out here, man, and I'm not, and I don't think any of us are looking for, there's no target, there's no goal to take over the world of podcasting. But I think we've accomplished more than we thought we would.
Hell yeah.
Just by the
Agreed.
reach.
Hell yeah.
And how
Definitely
people
agreed.
are into it. So, you guys, if I'm going to blow anyone, the two of yous,
This is a good blow.
this is a good blow. The two of yous, to you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Good blow, Darren.
Down the throat.
Down the hatch. Come on.
I hate you guys.
Bim's Boston accent. I didn't know he could do that. I didn't know that was a
really
thing.
well.
You didn't know?
No.
Oh.
What do you mean? Oh, why would I even know that?
I don't know.
Why would I even be a thing?
What have I learned about Bim?
What have you learned about Bim?
I learned his dad. Okay.
Do it.
Okay, back up one. I've also learned I have such a very big problem with bought and brought. And you guys
We always
have,
catch it.
you
Like,
guys have highlighted this across 100 episodes to the point where
We didn't highlight shit. You the one who keeps stopping.
you highlighted though. I was happily going through life saying whatever the fuck I was saying and letting nobody correct me.
Well, because no one loved you enough to say that. Darren was
Yeah,
all.
you're right. You're right. Bim's father bought the Two Live Crew CD full of swears, which prompted Bim to run downstairs to the bathroom to hide because he didn't want to say the cuss word.
Yeah.
But I think I've learned Bim as a little kid is much more interesting than anything else in my life.
Yo.
Because he thought things through and was very terrified of them.
Earthquakes. I didn't know you were afraid of earthquakes.
Being analytical at a young age sucks.
Earthquakes, the
Drive-bys.
I was gonna say that music video.
Oh my god. Oh, mine's playing.
Mine's picture coming up.
Oh
Yep.
my god. Oh dear. It's frightening.
I love it. Jen, what have I learned of Jen? Jen is much more quick-witted than I thought.
Very intense. Well, that's why we hated her in high school.
I mean,
She had a fucking smart ass.
She did.
Fucking smart mouth.
Smart mouth.
This is a poppy right in that mouth.
I don't think I was a smart mouth in high school.
You ended up in the trash because of your fucking mouth.
I ended up in the trash because you are a dickhead.
A little bit of both, but the mouth and the dick, and then the trash. All right.
I can't even believe I'm sitting here with a person that put me in a trash can.
Right.
That's the real thing I learned.
You know what that is called? Growth.
That is
Growth.
Indeed.
Jen is much more quick-witted than I thought. Jen has been reading since she was very, very young and moving furniture also since she was very young.
I do move furniture. I moved my dresses the other day.
Do your friends do that shit?
No.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it's a woman.
I think it's a
thing,
woman thing.
Oh yeah, we did find that out.
Yeah, and
Just need one more thing. What have
I moved my dresses the other day actually, and then Darling came by, and I was so excited to show him, even though the rest of the room was still a mess. But I moved the dressers, and he wasn't happy about it.
Yeah. Where?
I don't know why guys are like that.
How many different places can you move stuff to
It's
within
infinite.
a room?
Infinite.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's really
You
not.
got 4 walls. You got 4 walls.
I don't know how it's infinite.
So,
It's infinite.
especially a dresser.
a
You
new
put a
palette.
motherfucking there, put a motherfucking there, motherfucking here, motherfucking there.
And that's it.
Or what? You gonna catty corner it? Catty corner it? You gonna
Is it-
put
wait, wait, what is it?
a catty corner.
I thought it was
I thought it was
kitty
kitty
corner.
Kitty corner. Catty? Kitty? Pussy?
Pussy
Yeah,
pussy
whatever.
corner.
You put the pussy. You put
I will say that from now on.
pussy corner.
Hey, you don't want a pussy corner this? It look much better pussy corner.
What is
And
it,
then you flip
catty
your little
corner?
card over.
Is it catty corner?
Kitty corner.
Kitty corner.
Kitty corner.
We really need a manager
No, we don't.
because I feel like that's a great idea, just for something to make like in a very stupid way, like sexual cards of some sort, where it's like more head, please.
Jen, you know what it is? Jen, because she's smart. She
so clever.
knows that this shit, some of the shit, can fucking go somewhere. She doesn't want that. She does not want that. Look at her. She won't even deny it.
Something you both have said on the show is you don't want to become famous because then your parents and your family will
Well, hear it.
Well, I don't care about that.
I
Not
do.
anymore, but
Yeah.
maybe a pastor.
Yeah, more the church community. More of that. Although some of my church people sneakily listen. I know, guys. It's okay.
Really?
Yeah, but they cool. But after the regulator episode, they're like, yo, I never thought about that. I'm like, damn, y'all listening, huh?
If there's any clip we should promote, it's that one.
Yo.
We should pay to have that promoted. I would gladly pay the $10 to promote this across the land.
Oh, we did that at one point.
We did?
I
I
did.
never did it. Oh, you did it?
They gave us like a free credit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Jenny with that shit. Because she knows, man. She knows. Don't worry, I'm going to sneakily do that shit. Just like how we snuck the camera in. And here we are.
did.
Here we are.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, can I have a moment of you? Can I have your ear? So when we started this
Why
thing,
did you just say that? No, hold on. Why did you say, can I have your ear?
Can I have your ear? I want them to
Is
listen.
that a thing?
Yes.
You never heard that?
I want them to
Clapper
listen.
said it to me the other
Lend me
day
your
for the
ear.
first
Lend
time.
me your
ear.
I've
Can I have
heard
an
lend
ear?
me your ear, but
Can I
not
have an
can I have your ear.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue.
Well, I could just be wrong because I say I want to buy gas, and apparently people don't say it like that. People say I get gas.
You don't say buy. I say buy gas.
I say
I'm
buy
gonna buy
gas.
some gas.
Yeah,
I'm going to get some gas.
Yeah,
But you
everybody.
got to pay for it.
Yeah, I've never said
That's
I'm
what
going
the fuck I said.
No.
It was like years ago.
You get
at
it for
work.
free?
No.
What are you, Arab?
You pay for it, right?
I'm an Arab.
Could you get it
You
for
get it
free?
for free.
No.
You drill it in your backyard?
Nah.
You gonna like I'm gonna go get a sandwich upstairs. I don't gotta pay for it,
But I'm gonna go buy some gas.
buy some gas.
Maybe it's an African thing. Because
Probably.
it was like 4 or 5 people. I forgot who I was talking to. It was at work though, and they were like, "You say buy gas?" And then I was talking to my friends, like a separate situation. They're like, "Who says buy gas?" I'm like, "Who doesn't?"
Yeah.
I don't. I'm sorry, Jen. Continue.
I wasn't even talking to you anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, let me in here. When we started this podcast, first of all, I didn't know what a podcast was.
She didn't.
And my friends was like, "Oh, we should do a podcast." And I was like, niggers, no.
Oh boy.
And
All of it?
No, light swig. I want some.
such a diva. And I was like, "I don't know what a podcast is." And they were like, "Oh, no, I don't want that."
Jen, just a little bit.
There's only a little bit in here.
Just a little. You know what I mean?
People on camera can see us doing this nonsense with
Yeah, we got.
with
we
an
got
eyedropper of
A little.
Hennessy.
A little bit.
Just a little.
And I said, "I don't know what that is." And they kept saying, "Come on, let's do it." And I'm like, "I don't want to hear my voice on mic." Blah, blah, blah. Finally, I agreed to do it, but I said, "No camera."
She did say that.
And we obliged her. We obliged
And
her.
they was like, "I bet." And then we got through like 6 or so, maybe 5 episodes.
Something like that.
And then all of a sudden one day, here comes this
I
African
almost
ass
feel like
nigga
it was
Bim.
the first episode with Sam when she came back.
the second episode.
The second episode.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when the camera started to.
I don't know when the camera came. All I know is the camera showed the fuck up. And I said, "What are you doing?"
Oops.
And then they're all trying to ignore me as I'm asking because he's setting up a tripod. What are you doing? Huh? Nothing. What are you doing? Huh? Nothing. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine because my hair is not done 75% of the time. I'm awkward. I don't want people looking at me. And now look at us.
Who would have thought?
Who'd have thought? Now you. Now, even though you hate the podcast and you hate for it to grow,
I don't hate the podcast.
you hate for it to grow, you must say and acknowledge that the visual
It adds.
took us to another level.
It's fun because you get to make the clips, and I like the clips.
Come on, man. Darren, see?
But we used to make the clips without the camera. Remember the Donald Trump with the blow pop head?
The Safari one.
That was a good one.
That one rung off really well.
Ashy Dick.
Oh
Ashley
wow,
Meek, yeah.
that was
That shit is fucking hilarious.
That was a conversation.
You're special, Jen.
that was a conversation.
We were listening to Meek today while we were at work, and because we were in a store, and we were just like, "Oh, I can't stand this because just why are you yelling?" And it just brought me back to that moment. I'm like, because you know, my homie, she listens to the podcast. I'm like, "This is why I said he sounds like Ashy Dick." And then we just like we went in like it sounds chafed. It sounds like it hurts.
Oh fuck.
It sounds like it's ashy. It's like a chalkboard. It's just-
Yeah, I get it. And it all showed through.
I'm sorry,
perfectly
Meek
on the
Mill. You're
episode.
great. You're great, Meek Mill. It's just funny.
Quentin Miller called him Meek Mandela or something like that recently. I thought it was hilarious.
I wonder if he can Millie Rock.
Who, Meek? I don't know. I don't see him as a dancer.
He should learn how to Millie Rock.
Why?
Because then you could call it the Meek Millie Rock.
Mm. I never thought of it
Look
like
how
that.
clever she is.
Maybe
Damn.
I should be somebody's manager.
You
Maybe
really should.
You should have jumped on that remix. That would have been crazy. Wow. Oh, shit. 2 million Meek Millie. Damn, that would have been crazy. Shit. Recaps. Any more recaps? Did I say anything that I learned about y'all?
No.
Jen, I learned that you are... I didn't know you were daddy's girl.
Oh yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Daddy's girl?
that's Daddy's girl. Yes.
Yeah, I had no idea it was like that.
Oh, you didn't know that? That's
No, because you're always a dick. So I was like, she's evil, spawn of Satan. But
Oh.
when you talk about your pops, you're like,
She does. She does.
yeah,
Kind of like when Darren
like,
talks about his mom.
mommy. I tried not to say you saw me do this, but it just came out. Oops, sorry, bad Jim.
Because that's how he says mommy. Like he was supposed to. It's my mommy though. What? What do we call her? Mommy.
That's a very good impression of me, Jen. Thanks.
Can I say it was funny? When we saw Cootie at Frisky Fries.
Oh,
and he did an
yeah.
impression of me. And that's when I realized people listen to this shit.
Yes.
Because I'm like,
Yo.
how have you heard enough of me to do a spot on?
Nailed
Definitely nailed
To
it.
you.
Nailed
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
In my face. That was actually probably the most touching moment I've had.
being imitated.
That's a form of flattery.
Yeah,
You know?
that's
a
it's
fact.
the highest form of
Yeah.
flattery.
So I was
It's a
like,
fact.
wow, that's awesome.
Darren, what I love about Darren.
What haven't we learned about Darren?
I was gonna say I didn't think you would be as open as you were.
Definitely
I
learned that
figured you would share
Darren's
shit.
hilarious.
Yo, and he don't even know it.
You don't even know it.
You
Darren
ain't
is
know it.
fucking hilarious.
I feel like I listen and I'm like, damn, Darren, like, why did you say that? Why?
Darren is
There
a
was no
jokester.
need. There's no need for you to say all that, Darren. All
We
of
were
it.
trying to stop him too. There was one time he said something about his wife, and we were like, Darren, no.
Yeah, stop. You were like both sides. I was
And
like,
he's
no. I feel well. The good thing is, I feel like if prompted, I would say it to anybody. Like I don't
Yeah.
feel like I would say something and
Yeah.
oh no, I can't say this out of here.
But I think there's one thing you deleted that you said.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had to go to my wife and hey, you.
And I've always known that you love your wife, but through this podcast, I've learned that you love
Yeah.
love this
that
woman.
lady. That is so sweet.
Word.
And you too.
Yeah.
You just love your
And
fiance.
look how they love us, man. Look what they
No,
did.
love.
Look what they did.
It's so nice.
No,
Yeah.
but Darren loves his
I
wife.
can't help it.
It's so sweet. Oh, it makes me smile. Stop it. Look at this.
Even when I'm mad at her, I love her, and I hate that.
Outside of what we learned, though, I love the challenge because to come in every week is a challenge. And although it is fun, there are some weeks where we're like, man,
I don't
fuck
want
this
to.
shit.
I don't
Fuck this shit.
Yo, I've called out at least 50 out of 100.
In your head.
In your head, Jen is the most consistent one out of the three of us.
Only missed one episode, right?
One.
Yeah.
And
I
she
think I was
had
out of
to.
town.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It didn't feel right. It still doesn't feel right.
nah.
She's like, I
She
don't-
got to be here. You're a staple. Fucking
We're all
staple.
staples. There's only 3 of us.
No, I'm not a staple.
Nah.
I missed the most episodes. I'm the replaceable one.
I don't think so.
Fuck out of here.
Nah.
Am I the only one drinking the champagne?
I'll take some more.
Oh, yeah?
I'll take some more. There's something here, but I'll take some.
What did you call it? I'm like,
Champagne.
Champagne.
Thank you, sir.
When you're
I've learned-
celebrating, the G is no longer silent.
The G is never silent.
Ever.
Isn't that the hashtag of this podcast?
hey.
Hey.
G is never
G is
silent.
never silent. Hold on, let me fill my
Boom,
cup
boom,
so I
boom.
can toast with my friends. There we
Jen,
go.
Jen didn't-
Too late, I already drank.
I love that's how I learned that about Jen is a patient. I was like when we went out and we all get shots and we're like hold on Jen, wait a second. All right, when I got that shot, all right, cheers, and we look at Jen and Jen's like, all done.
Yeah, put a glass down. What? What you doing?
All done.
Because either I take it or I don't.
You can't just wait a second.
That's how shots. I thought we already cheersed.
We did, but not
Thank
for
you.
that. For that one,
We
we did.
cheersed already.
Previous shots.
No, that was only the first shot. But only half the people clinked, and then y'all wanted to do it again with our new friend. I was like, oh shoot, I missed it.
I love Jen.
Oh, nah, it's been a pleasure though. This is awesome.
What I learned about you guys?
Did you already said?
What'd I say?
I can't remember.
I didn't
That I have
say
bad memory.
it. You
No,
don't
no.
listen.
He doesn't listen.
Bim don't listen.
Both. Yeah.
Holy shit. Bim does not listen. What the fuck? Yo,
I'd be distracted. I don't know.
God bless your fiance. I would kill my man if he didn't listen as much as you don't listen.
You think it's worse than not remembering?
Not remembering is one thing. Because you can kind of jog the memory and be like, oh yeah, I do remember when you said that. But he just straight up, it'll happen in the moment. Hey, this Fanta is yellow and this is not. And then Bim be like, yo, that Fanta is yellow and this is not. Like, nigga, I just said that.
You did?
Just wild.
You said that?
You did?
And
When?
I'm glad there's 2 of us so that you can say, yes, Bim,
Nah,
she just said that.
Yo, and then when I listen back, I be like, nigga, you don't listen? Nigga, what's wrong with
To
you?
himself.
But I won't do it in real life.
This
Oddly
is
enough.
real life.
Well,
I was
you know
gonna
what
say this is real. This is not real life. This
It is, but it isn't.
We're like a cartoon.
Bang.
okay.
It's quick fire conversation. My brain is like in another mode because I have to try to stay on and then think of the next thing to say. So then as y'all are talking, I'm thinking about something and I
Really?
just miss it.
You're doing that, huh?
The freestyle thing, that's like my brain is
Really?
boom, 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 boom to pick up shit. So
I feel
it's-
like my brain is like, all right, you got it, mouth. I'm gonna sit back. You say whatever you think. Whatever you think should be said, to say.
we're gonna take a nap. We got the sleep apnea thing going. We catch you.
Learn Darren has sleep apnea.
He learned it too here.
I definitely do. I hate you both.
I ain't lying.
I can't. You can't hate.
We all
something
learned it together.
unless you love them. And I love you guys, but I hate you
Oh, man.
just as much.
Oh fuck.
K. That was another person on the guest. I don't
Yeah,
know
you
if we
said
said K. Oh, we said K?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
Now
we
who gonna listen?
Vic.
I
I think he said it.
I said it.
No, I didn't say. I definitely
He
didn't
said
say
it.
No, I did not.
I think you
I
did.
did
He
not.
did because
This is
after
gonna be
he
a fun
said it,
listen back.
I said, yeah, and Vic Bam.
No, I said Henry, and then you said, and then Vic Bam.
This will be fun to hear back. Somebody said it.
Somebody said it.
Either way, Kay, we love you.
Thank you
Beloved.
for coming.
I love K.
It's my guy.
Can we have the wings now?
Hey, man.
Wasn't nobody
Just don't
stopping
chew
you?
on the mic.
Not one person was stopping
Can
you.
we have
beloved.
the wings?
Because it's right here.
I wish I knew there was gonna be food here. I like ate 3 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, yo.
Damn,
I
3
know.
struggle sandwiches.
That's my shit though. I'll eat that shit forever. What, Darren?
To this day.
To the day.
I'm like, 3 of them? I eat like 2 ham and cheeses.
2.5. So then I take one loaf, one piece of bread.
And you fold it in half. I be doing that with tuna. I ain't gonna lie.
Ah.
Because you know a can doesn't make 2 full sandwiches.
No, it does not.
She don't like seafood, except for
Tuna fish.
and the fish sandwiches at
Oh yeah,
fast food
fast food
restaurants.
restaurants. Yep.
it could filter fish and the cod from somewhere too.
No cod. No, just
So what is it about seafood you don't like?
seafood.
Unless it's in a can.
Nah, I eat tuna. It took a long time for me to eat that. Like I remember specifically when I started eating tuna sandwiches. Let me tell you what happened. Because my mother, she's a sweet lady.
She is.
She loves me. And when I had back surgery, she was.
Sorry, did we offer them upstairs any of the wings or anything?
They should have known to put some aside for themselves.
You said it. Go ahead.
So after surgery, I was in the hospital for a week because this is back in the 90s. Things don't happen as fast as they do now. And so I didn't eat much. And so when I came home, she kept trying to get me to eat, and I didn't really want to. And she kept telling me, eat this sandwich. It's so good. She's actually the reason why I tried fast food fish sandwich. She forced me one day when we went to Hartford. Anyway, she kept in my face. She made it on potato bread, toasted with tuna.
Come on now.
That is love. Toasted potato bread back in the 90s, 96, nigga.
And
That shit
potato bread
probably
was hitting back then.
This shit was probably like $10.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, mommy, I don't want it. She kept putting it in my face, and so finally I was like, oh, fine. Ate that shit. Amazing.
A whole new
A whole new world, son. And that's how I started liking tuna sandwiches.
And then the same thing for the fish sandwich from the fast
Fish
food?
sandwich, we were going to Hartford one day, and she stopped at McDonald's, and she would always try to get me to eat it, and I would always say no. And this one particular time, I was like, fine. I took a bite, and I was like, this ain't bad.
That goddamn tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce is
That goddamn
aight.
tartar sauce.
Tartar
Yeah,
sauce
I know.
aight. I've had fish tacos in Atlanta once in the tartar sauce, and that was actually pretty delicious.
That's
too.
what sets it off. Okay.
But I'm afraid of fish bones, so it makes me wary of all fish in that realm with the bones.
Yeah.
And I used to eat shrimp actually, and then one day
Really?
yeah, she used to put shrimp in her jollof,
Uh-huh.
and then it was like when she would do it, I get all excited, and then one day I was just like, ugh,
Interesting.
I don't want that.
But the tail wasn't on it. It was just the little shrimps.
One day I just couldn't do it.
Interesting.
And then if she puts dry shrimp in her stew, I can smell it. And I'm like, I can't eat that.
Wow.
It makes me gag. And then she would always try to trick me. It's no shrimp, is it? Yes, I can smell
Why
it.
they be trying to lie?
And then she'll bring me a plate with like this stew on it, like a whole big ass plate. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat that. Is there shrimp in it? No. Yeah. And then I take a bite and then I gag and I give it a plate back.
And she's just shaking out like, you used to eat this, you little shit.
Little spoiled motherfucker. How did I make you? What is wrong with you? I've said too much about seafood. I've tried salmon recently. It wasn't bad, but it's not something I'll eat more than one bite out of.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is like ocean chicken, but whatever.
Precisely.
I'll just eat chicken then.
Goddamn. Is that enough blowing each other?
It's been at least 45 minutes, so I guess
Huh?
we're good.
That's some good.
That's a good
satisfied.
session.
Come on.
Satisfied.
I couldn't survive that. 45 minutes?
45 minutes? I mean, unless they use a lot of teeth.
Well, yeah, I'll wake you up. I don't know teeth.
Yeah, you won't come though.
No.
You just probably punch him in the head after. Right at the top of the head.
Do we care? Do we want to run through Valentine's Day? How's everybody's Valentine's Day?
It was cool.
Darren, talk about yours. Show appreciation.
Because you love her.
Okay, Bim.
He put the dick in your mouth.
He did. Jesus Christ. This what you do to her?
No. I ask permission. Consent always.
Throw that card up to the green side, bro.
Sign here.
Well, while you're gonna talk about your Valentine's, I made chicken.
We had a good Valentine's Day. Yes, I said times. We had the kids. We wrote it out. And so we were just talking about this a minute ago, before we started recording, not a minute ago. You ever get a gift for your partner, and you're like, I got you a little something because Valentine's Day. You know, we don't really go all out for it. I said it again. Whatever.
Grow up.
You grow up. So I gave her, Carter picked out a little stuffed animal for her, and I got her a candle and a card from the boys. Hey, bring this to mommy. Go ahead, bring it to mommy. Thank you. She loves the card. My wife is very simple when it comes to like gifts. She just wants a little something, and so I'm thinking, that's it. But I always forget. She always gets me a little something too. But again, like it wasn't.
Because Valentine's Day is not a big thing for you.
No,
right?
it's not a huge thing.
You thought.
I thought. Wind to a couple weeks ago, I got one of those Tool magazines in the mail catalog, and I'm being silly and circling things that I want, right? Like I'm a kid ordering toys and shit. And I said, "You better give me everything in this book." Ha ha he he ha ha he he.
Oh jeez.
Fast forward to Valentine's Day. After I give her her present, she comes with, "Hey, bring this to Daddy." A big long clamp. Now, so what she did, went through the catalog and basically got everything I wanted.
Can you imagine?
So me and Bim are into this like building our lives thing, like woodworking. You know what I mean? I want to make a dresser. I've been begging her like, let me build the bathroom vanity, and she's like, no. So with that, when you're doing woodworking stuff, you need clamps, a lot of clamps, because you got to glue things and screw them together, and you want to make sure it's a nice tight seal. You want it to be nice and tight. And so I like that she's with me. I don't care if she's not. I just feel like she is. And so she gave me like at least 20 clamps of different sizes.
And listeners, I don't know if anyone who has done stuff around the house, I've done stuff with woodworking, things around. Mm-hmm. You never know you need a clamp
until you need a fucking clamp. Yo, so. I got to hold these two pieces. Fuck.
Man.
And you end up using just stones.
Yeah.
Putting them
find the heaviest thing. Put on that shit.
Stone.
Yo,
anything.
Anything real talk. So the fact that she went out and got all that stuff for me was like amazing. It was great. And,
it's fire.
I forget that she's that type of thoughtful. So all in all, we had a good Valentine's Day.
Good job.
And but we just hung out for the weekend. We did work in the bathroom, which was great. Finally got some tiling done.
Darren!
Yeah. I know. I gotta show you guys when we're done.
The excitement.
I'm so bad at tiling. So
why you said that? It looked great.
It looked great from the picture.
That's what I did with Fishburne. He looked terrible in person.
Don't look very close. So Rad did the first like 3 rows to show me how it was done. And I was like, I bet. I got it. So you say, you don't want to do this. You want to make sure of this and split this. I'm like, all right, cool. And when he was doing it, he was so clean. Like, there was no mess. If he dropped a little piece, he'd put it against the wall. And I was like, okay, I got it. Boom. Sunday, I must have used, like, if he used, like, 10% of the plaster that was in the bucket, I used, like, 70% on just a little section of the walls that I did. Some of the tile was like depth-wise is different. One of them, I noticed today, the corner still sinks in a little bit. I was like, fuck, man. But from afar,
it looks great.
It looks great.
Did you already grow?
No. Okay. I want to do the whole thing before it. So hopefully this week I'll be able to finish that up. And the floor should hopefully be easier now that I got the hang of it. Hopefully.
That's what I thought.
Hope. My hope. The whole damn pray. So for him, yes, and so no, it was a good weekend all in all. We had the boys, we had the girls, and we spent time together and stuff.
You get something for the girls too?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Little cards and little teddy bears, and then
did any of them have a Valentine in school?
They told me no, but I don't know that they would tell me yes. I think they would, but they told me no.
Okay.
So I'm gonna believe. I not now, but I hope they have the little
She's a junior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
No, she's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
Sorry. So it's around this time that you at least for us, we found our part.
Hey! Yeah.
Hi,
Stacy
Stacey.
just came down.
What up?
Hey,
How are
Nine,
you?
what's up with you?
What's
You gotta
up?
give us high fives real quick, at least to celebrate with us.
Would you like
Because you
wing?
came down. We're recording.
Oh, she did it.
Yeah. Do you want some?
Those were all my ideas.
Were they really?
Thank you.
Oh shit! Thanks for that.
See, I listened to the podcast.
Look at another faithful listener.
Yes.
New Rhode Islander. Huh? Get yourself a wing.
I know.
Huh? Or Buñuelo. What do you call that?
You want the ball?
Get some balls.
You like
Balls
the
for
balls?
Stacey.
Yeah.
Where did she get the wings from?
I don't know.
I don't know. They good though.
He's your husband here.
No.
Well, you greet him for us, please.
Yeah, you see, they didn't do the double fried thingy.
No worry. Oh, did you? Oh, sorry, listeners. Got to talk to Stacey. Did you end up going to Banchan?
Den,
Den. Not Banchan. Den.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought they were good.
Yeah.
It's nicely fried, but I don't want the bread. Like that breading that they put on
Oh
the
yeah,
top.
yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it was like, after a while, I was like,
Yeah.
why don't you just fry the wing? Don't put the bread.
Yeah. Listeners, sorry. This 100th episode, we're gonna do it like
We can do
this.
what we
It's
want.
fine.
Listen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, thanks for coming down. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Also, y'all kicking me out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, unless you want to jump on the mic.
Y'all can hear me right here.
No, we can't. I
Yes,
don't
y'all
know.
can.
Stacey, we love you. Thank you very much for your support. What are we talking
I
about?
know.
I don't know. I
I
forgot.
hope it's funny.
We'll try to
It's
deliver.
not funny. I get upset. I'm like, what the fuck? Me too.
never tell me
Girl,
it's
me
not
too.
funny.
I be sitting there like, yo, what are they
Yo,
talking
can you
about?
tell me next time it's not funny?
Okay.
We can't go back and fix it.
No.
No.
Like, if
I
you
don't
don't
want.
see me comment,
Ah.
usually I come to you and I be like, yo. Today.
She said if it's not funny, she gonna let us know.
Yeah.
Well, don't tell Darren. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
I'm sensitive.
Why I only text Darren? I don't
Oh
text
yeah,
you.
you're right. Unless you're looking for food spots. Go upstairs. Banished.
They told me to text you. They said you're the chicken man.
I am low. That's
He's a
racist, but it's
Negro.
fine. What do we? Stacey,
Love
we
you.
love you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stacey.
Y'all got t-shirts?
The ladies
Oh,
made them
yeah,
for us.
Yeah, I remember this. We had a whole conversation about this.
Stacy doesn't care
Nope.
if we're recording,
Nope.
and I love it. I love it.
Oh. I forgot you guys.
You're gonna hear this back, and you're gonna be mad that there's a
You're gonna
whole
be
big
mad-
pause.
you're gonna be
And
mad
it's
at
your
you.
fault.
She's gonna text me like, "This shit's not funny."
Because I can only hear half the conversation.
What do you mean?
Because you're not on a microphone. You think they can hear you. They can't.
They can't. We can hear you, and you're loud to us.
Look at her. Look at her.
Hey, what if you go back and I'm actually really loud and they can hear me?
I can hear you through
yeah.
that. Yeah, so I know it's loud. Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to that. I just thought that was you.
Darren, get your friend.
She gonna do it. We have to just ignore her. We don't just have to stay.
He says ignore me, but he doesn't.
He loves you. That's why.
Of course, I love her. Bye,
Bye,
Stay.
Bye, Stacey.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for your support. You complete us, Jen.
McDonald's is making scented candles.
Okay.
That smells like the ingredients from a quarter pounder. There's 6 of them.
If they can get a French fry one, I'll do it.
What?
There's a bun, ketchup, pickles, cheese, onion, and beef.
Beef? They don't want no French fry one?
No French fries.
That's
That's a miss.
Yeah, what the hell? People love your fries. Get one that smells like the fries.
Oh, now I remember.
Because you can smell it from outside.
Yeah. Ah, boo. McDonald's.
Like how Burger King should have a, flame broiled.
Yo, this shit. Potent.
Does it still smell like that when you drive by a Burger King? I feel like it doesn't.
Can't smell it as much, but I think
Back in the day,
there was some extra sauce on that one. Darren, what you said?
I remembered when I wanted to ask you guys. What do you do? I'm probably sure you've been in this situation because you're like me, where you get a gift for your partner.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little. Oh, I got you. I saw it in the store, and they get you some big ass, expensive, nice thing. Like, how do you offset? Do you go try to offset that? You're just like, or you just like, you win.
I don't know if that's happened often, but when it does, I just because it balances out. Because there may have been a time where I it's not even over delivery kind of thing because it's from the heart period. But are you okay, sir? A little
want
bit.
your mittens, baby?
I want my mommy.
I'm almost choked on whatever the hell is I'm eating right now.
Isn't it good? Bim, do you want something?
I'll get some at some point. Darren, keep going, man. What were we talking about?
Gifts.
Oh yeah, so like over the because we've been together for a while. Some occasions, I may get something that's bigger or costs more, so it balances out over time. I don't try to match it or something like that. It just, you give what's in your heart.
I feel bad.
Why?
Yeah, I spent like $20 on your gift, and you spent like.
What, mad clamps?
I felt bad. I was like, how can I make this up? I said, let's go get mani pedis. Come on, let's do it.
But it doesn't happen often though, right?
No.
Yeah. So it is what it is. Actually, you probably do more. Nope, never mind. Never mind. It's fine. Totally
I don't know where you were going, but
nope, yep.
They're like,
Never
do
mind.
not get me in trouble. Darling definitely always buys way better gifts for me than I do for him. But
Yeah, because that's why I was kind of thinking that Darren would, as guys, I tend to try to do a little more.
I think because women are more into gifts, and guys always say they don't really care for gifts, or they don't care about getting gifts. So, but you guys like seeing your woman happy.
Yeah, because I know what I got. Like, I got a little something for Valentine's Day, but I don't.
What'd you do? Let's talk
what'd you do
about
Valentine's Day?
it. Let's talk about it.
So it wasn't just for Valentine's Day. It's also
that's right, her birthday.
my lady's birthday had passed.
Happy birthday,
birthday, my boo. So on Friday, Valentine's Day, I told her that we were doing something for the weekend, but she didn't know what. She likes a surprise thing. So I went to her place. We both took a half day of work. She got in the vehicle. I said we were going away for a few days. Then I said, yo, matter of fact, why don't you go inside and get your passport? We're going to Quebec. And she said, what?
How do you know somebody go get your passport? Man, I'd be so mad at you.
Why?
That's how you know. You got to know your partner.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I don't know what passport's at right now.
Yeah, this one, if she could, she'd have her passport on her keychain.
Carmen would be so excited if I said to her, get your passport. She'd be like, come right there.
That's when you turn the card up.
But I'm pole pimping. We ain't flying nowhere. We drove. So we drove to Quebec because they had a winter carnival going on out there.
That's
and
nice.
it was good time.
Oh.
It was cold. It was -8 degrees. That's the coldest that's the coldest it was at one point. But dope experience. She had a great time. It's right up her alley. We did some axe throwing. We drank some Canadian beer. We spoke a little French. And there was a barbecue spot out there. Totally caught me off guard. Fucking phenomenal. So if you got a chance to go to Quebec City, they have a lot to do in both the winter and summer. But yeah, it's a dope city to visit. And we had a good time out there.
You said it was only 7 hours to drive?
Yeah, 7 hours.
I'm surprised by that.
Why?
Well, that's not
I've taken vehicles to go to Canada twice, but it was Toronto. But
Yeah, that's a longer drive.
okay.
Yeah.
Because it was like 12 hours.
Yeah, because if you, to Niagara Falls, it was 6 or something like that. But then from Niagara Falls to Toronto, it's like another hour and 45 minutes or something like that.
So that's 7.
Yeah, 7:45.
Yeah, I've done 12 both times.
What?
That's what I'm
Which
saying.
way you went?
Which way you went? I'm like 7 hours.
I've
What
never
were you
taken.
driving?
Yeah, no, to Toronto, the longest it's taken me 7.5. Oh no, 8.
I think it depends which way you go to.
With traffic.
I think
Yeah.
you can.
I go through upstate New York.
You said 12?
Yeah.
Through Utica and all of that stuff?
Yeah.
12 hours, fam?
Yes. That's why I'm like, you drove to Canada?
How many breaks you took?
Probably a bunch. I be having to pee.
Nah, when me and Shenny would do that shit, shout out to Shenny, man. Road warriors, yo. We out here. 1 break for gas. That's it. That's it. We out.
You know how mad I'd be? Can we stop?
No, nigga.
Can
12
we-
hours?
Can we stop?
You taking a nap when you stop?
Like we drove to Myrtle Beach. Same thing. It was 12 going down, but like almost a whole day coming back.
That's a
down.
dumb drive.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach was a long.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that. That's a dumb drive.
Yeah, I drove most of
nah.
the way going down. That was tough.
You know, it was a light drive. Actually, we're gonna do it again because they do a music festival in the summertime, and just from the look, because my knees kind of jacked up still. So
You drove 7 hours with that knee?
Oh, that wasn't even the issue. It was the snow. So when we were there, Quebec City goes downhill when you're getting into the lower parts of the city, and I'm walking gingerly, and I even brought my brace with me, but I hit one little patch of snow, and I was like, nope, no more. Go back up. No more. Yeah, so.
That is scary.
But a dope city to check out. Quebec City, people. What did that?
Just read that for me. Don't read it out loud. Driving to somewhere, I can handle. It's a drive back that I'm like, no, like I don't want to do this.
Why is that? Because it's not. Because you're looking forward to something.
Because I just want to go home. Like I don't want to sit through all this stuff I sat through on the way up.
What's because you drive to Canada. Mm-hmm. What part do you guys go to? Montreal, right?
Montreal.
And that's a lighter drive compared to the other ones.
It's like 8.
Is it? I thought it was
It's
shorter.
not too far from Quebec.
Yeah,
I
but I
think.
thought it was shorter for some reason.
Same
shit.
distance. That was We actually got to go.
Go where?
Got to see my family in Montreal.
When's the last time you were there? It was a couple years ago, right?
A couple years ago.
Yeah,
Before Carter.
with
DC.
with driving, since I've been doing that long road trips for a while, it's a competition in my head. So as soon as I plug it into the GPS and I see the arrival time, I'm like,
gotta beat
yeah, I ain't
that.
nigga. Yeah, I ain't nigga. Bang, let's go.
I do that for more like local. Like if I'm taking like an hour drive,
Oh, come on.
or like if I'm driving to work. That's,
You only gonna
that's,
shave off like 2 minutes?
Yeah, it's fun. Because usually Google Maps be right.
Yeah. Spot on, yeah.
So if I'm leaving for work and it says I'm gonna get there at 8:29, and I get oh no, it usually say like 8:31, 8:32 because I be late. Let me not even bullshit. So I'm supposed to be at 8:30, and so if it says 8:32 and I'm like fuck, and I get there at 8:28, 8:29, I be souped.
Facts. Yeah, this joint, I think if I didn't, on the way there, we stopped twice. The lady had to use the restroom and then to fuel up. But if we didn't stop twice, with stopping twice, we still got there 5 minutes faster than the original arrival time. But I would have bodied that shit. On the way back, I got back like 15 minutes faster. Something like that, yeah.
Now
don't
what if
get
you were
sleepy,
using Google Maps to walk there?
You don't get sleepy enough? What do you listen to on these long roads?
I usually, so this one was a little different. Because when you ride up with your lady,
Yeah,
you know.
you can't listen to all that fuck shit.
No, not even she may want to chat a little bit more. We did so this was my first road trip as a avid podcast listener. So on the way there, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't finish listening to the Joe Budden pod, and other podcasts last like 2+ hours. So I'm like, oh, if I have these albums and then this podcast, by the time I'm done, that's it. So I'm usually kind of methodical with the playlist, so I know by the time these desired things are done, I'm there.
You're a serial killer, but go ahead.
A little bit.
Wow.
You got to figure out the road trip. And I wake up when it gets dark. So I come alive at night. Yeah, so we start early afternoon. When the sun starts to set, then I wake up. So it kind of works out.
Owl.
I was thinking it.
Yeah.
So, anybody want to take a guess how long it takes to walk to Quebec from here?
1 week.
3 days.
5 days, 16 hours.
Shit. Overshot it.
But you'd probably take breaks to walk, so it'd probably take you like a week.
Yeah. Yeah. And it compared to the Toronto drive, which there were like 2 straightaways that are 100+ miles or something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
This one was more scenic, so it didn't feel as long. Pause. And there were only 2 tolls on the way, $1 each.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Canadian or American?
American. Both American tolls, $1 each. New Hampshire and Vermont.
The mat.
Yeah. Not a bad
See, it
drive,
says
though.
9 hours to drive to Toronto.
Oh, I didn't. Really? That's weird.
It's a long drive, bro.
No, that's because you're at Darren's house. Tack on 2 hours for Darren's house.
Wow.
And then this,
I was like, so?
and this way it says 11 hours, 17 minutes. So maybe I just took the long way.
Yeah.
There's 3 ways. One says 11 hours. One says 8 hours, 53 minutes.
There
one
you
says
go.
9 hours, 36
And we're
minutes.
still at Darren crib, so the 8 hours.
Wow, guys.
So I probably took that 12-hour
Yeah,
drive.
because you got to go through Massachusetts, so you're not.
To get to Rhode Island.
I don't know why Nieves loves that so much.
That's funny.
Because it's funny.
Whatever. You got to go through Massachusetts. Nah. So depending on where your starting location is, you shave off like 20, 30 minutes. So
Oh,
yeah.
went to the movies this weekend again.
What you seen?
Went to see Sonic with my brothers.
I want to see that.
Low key ones.
Yo, it was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it's good. And I did not know Jim Carrey was in it until like,
He still got it.
yeah?
Of course.
Holy shit! I was sitting there watching. And I was like, wow.
Of course.
It's like The Mask. Like
Is he the villain?
yes,
Dr. Robotnik?
yes.
He's Robotnik?
He's Robotnik,
Oh,
and
dear.
he does such a great job of bringing it to life. You're like,
Nice.
if Robotnik talked, would probably be how much of an asshole he would be. Because Jim was great.
So he's doing the smart ass stuff along with it too?
Oh, he's so smart, so sarcastic, but
Nice.
funny. And I was just like, oh, the nerd. If you grew up playing Sonic, you know. he was wearing the classic red outfit. And you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, he's wearing. Celeste, wake up! He's wearing the red outfit, the red one.
The wet outfit.
The wet outfit.
Leave me alone.
Oh boy.
Sonic getting his patented red and white shoes.
Oh.
And you're just like, oh shit! And then they did a thing at the end. I won't spoil it just in case you're gonna see
Oh,
it.
spoil it.
No, don't spoil it. I want to see.
Do you really? Look at
You're
Jen.
just not gonna see
She don't
it.
even give a shit about a movie.
I want to see Sonic though.
Wow.
Sonic was the only video game I actually liked.
Yeah, you're
Interesting.
like this. If you like remember it,
Remember what?
Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you're like.
I
this
had
one.
it on my phone. I don't know if I still have it, but I had. You ever get the Sonic app on your
Oh
phone?
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that shit
I didn't
look
have
just
it,
like
but
the
yeah.
It really do.
It's like you're holding a
Yeah.
controller.
Oh, it was great.
Oh man,
I
nice.
was-
So I'm gonna have to
yeah,
see about
yeah,
that.
Yeah, I liked it.
Guess how long it takes to drive to Alaska?
I actually know this because I looked it up.
I had somebody in middle school that
you
drove.
can drive to Alaska, right? I was
Yes.
told you cannot.
Who told
Why
you
do
that?
people keep saying that? My friend said that too.
Like you can,
and I had to.
Has anyone ever looked at a map?
It's
It's connected, yo.
It's Canada.
right?
I mean, you just need your passport to get in and out.
Yeah.
Isn't that must be like 17 days or some shit? Like
No, it's not
15
that.
days now.
Are you doing walking or driving?
Driving.
Driving is. I looked it up. I want to say it was like 9 days. Some garbage. Like
That's
that.
got to be the 7 days. Solid 7 days.
3 days to drive.
What in the fuck? Really?
Oh, I guess because you
Oh,
go
wait.
across.
Yeah, and it's because if you, my brother drove to Cali and it took him. How many days did it take him? 3 days. Yeah.
Because you're just going across. and up a little bit.
4,500
Yeah.
miles.
Fucking hell. Wait.
But if you're walking, it's 60 days.
I'm good. Ain't up there.
That's a couple, it's a
Well, I'm
couple
sure there's somebody in the world that's like, I'm gonna to bring awareness. Of,
months. Speaking of,
So the Alaskan opioid epidemic.
I'm gonna be backpacking to Alaska.
okay, speaking of
shorts.
opioid.
Oh.
Because I was going to speak of something else. So yesterday, I don't know how I stumbled upon it. You know how on the Roseanne show when Roseanne got all weird and racist and shit?
Yeah.
And they kicked her off the show. Do you know how they got rid of her character?
They said she died.
They killed her off. I didn't know that. Did you know what they killed her off for?
Opioid?
Yes.
I
They
didn't
said she had
know
an
that.
opioid overdose.
That's funny. That's not.
Did they,
funny.
like-
It was funny to me too. I was like, that's a wow.
Did they mourn her on the show like for a couple episodes, or they was just like, yeah, that bitch dead?
Nah, I think I was just reading articles. I didn't watch it, but they said that she died, and at first they thought it was a heart attack, but then it turned out she had overdosed on opioids.
What a way to do it.
And then another character who was like a character from the old show, she came and made a cameo. Apparently that's who gave her the pills, and then she felt bad.
Oh.
She was like, oh, we were just giving pills
Oh
to each
yeah,
other.
yes. That
Because
was the.
prescription medicine was so expensive, and if I would have known she had a problem, I would have gave it to her.
So they made it into like one of those serious episodes kind of thing with a message.
Message.
What is the
Interesting.
message? Opioids kill? We don't.
Not bad. Do we? People still do it.
Of course. Where we at?
What was the first speaking of? I was gonna say though.
I don't know. Did you talk about your Valentine's Day?
I did not.
Tell us.
It was lovely.
She never divulges.
I never divulged, but I got this awesome dog tag.
She doesn't. They had that last week.
You had it last week.
Yeah, because what happened was he gave it to me early because he bought me this jacket because I said I always wanted a military jacket,
Ah.
and he'd be listening. He's very thoughtful, and so he ordered it for me, and then he ordered the dog tags, and because this is one of my favorite pictures of us, and then like it was like a month before, or like maybe 3 weeks before Valentine's Day, and he's like, I got you something, but I don't really feel like it's like Valentine-y. So I kind of want to give it to you now, and then just get something else. And I was like, do whatever you want. So
Really?
that's why I had it on early.
He real.
That's what I'm saying. He always definitely outdoes me on gifts.
Then would you get him a card?
No, I got him. It's funny because last week we were talking about. Because you're stupid. You're both stupid. Remember how we were talking about gifts and you were
Move your
like,
mic up a little bit.
like this?
Okay.
You like
Why did you have
that?
to
My
look at
eyes
you
are
like that?
covered.
Why did you do that?
I see what you mean, Darren.
Don't look at her in the eyes. It's not good.
It's not good. You were like spitting off like random gifts that were like terrible gifts last week.
I was?
Well, not terrible gifts, but you were like, what? Like,
Oh.
and one of them you said you was like, well, like a pair of sneakers, and I'm like, well, that's what I got him.
Ah. That's a good gift, though.
Yeah.
That said it was a bad gift?
You said it like in that. I don't know what you get.
Because I don't. What? So if I shut up, Jen. If I got somebody, I don't know if I get. I don't know.
But he got me sneakers that I wanted too.
And you got sneakers? Yo, you mad spoiled, dude. Yep. Yo, good for you. Good for you. Shout out to the homie. To the homie.
Can you ride your rabbit?
What's that?
The dance.
The dance?
I saw it.
It's something with your arms, right?
So you go
I
back.
know you just do that.
Oh, yeah. I
You
can
could do it?
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
should have
can do it.
guessed. I
Shut
tagged
up.
you in my status and I asked if you think Darren could do it. But I should have known it
didn't
was
see it.
you.
No,
Should've
I
known
would
it.
definitely fall over.
Me too. I feel like I would trip on my feet.
I mean,
Darren, give yourself more credit. You're a dancer.
Since when?
I see. You're a dancer.
Long
Come
time.
on, Darren.
Long
You're a
time gone.
dancer.
Long time gone.
brother.
Come on,
Once a
Darren.
dancer, always a dancer.
Don't be modest.
Come on, man. I seen you.
I
saw you
seen
do the
you.
leg. I saw you with the leg.
I can't. My legs and my knees, they don't work. In the morning, when I go to the bathroom, like I go up. I have to go up the damn stairs now.
Oh,
when I'm
14
coming
of
back
them?
down, I have to go one step at a time because my knees are like, no.
Wow.
Everybody goes down the stairs one stair at a time.
Like, no, I have to go
Gad
one,
collect himself.
2.
Oh, like 2 feet on each stair?
Yes, because my
Oh.
knees are like, it's too early for you to be moving like this.
Shit.
Wow.
That's rough. That's how I go down the stairs. That's not good.
Yeah, but you have a reason.
Exactly. It's
That's
not
what he's
good for you.
saying. That's exactly what he's saying.
I mean, later in the day, I'm fine. Once my
Once he oils up like a tin
yeah,
man.
once I bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, man.
We are recording on Thursday, February 20th. We usually don't care. Oh, that was another thing I was going to say. Sam, she on episode, whichever one it was, she's the one that, because you would used to say the date.
Yes. And she said, "Why do you say
She
the
said,
dates?"
just say the episode. And
But I missed the date thing. Today is February 20th.
And it's Rihanna's birthday. So
Rihanna's
I
birthday.
wanted to, let me fix
And
myself.
yesterday was my nephew's birthday, and tomorrow's my niece's birthday.
They can wait. Hold on.
No, but they're children.
Hold on.
It's not
Okay,
about
sorry.
them. It's not
Rihanna.
about
Robin
them.
Fenty time.
I just wanted to say to Rihanna, happy birthday. We love you. Wow. Geez, so many things, so many memories. I remember when I first saw Pundy replay. Oh God, he took care of the forehead thing. It's okay, and you've grown substantially. You're like a billionaire, damn near. Revolutionized so many things. Just another level. Just another level of elegance and sexiness. I mean, you are. Just you are. Rihanna. So
You're the one that I think about all day,
I didn't say that. I can't say it because it's not true.
But I
Hi,
can
baby.
say it.
You can say it. So Rihanna, we wish you happy birthday, continued success, long life, and continued sexiness. Rihanna.
AA. I love you, Rihanna.
Rihanna.
I love you more than Bim does.
That's not true.
I do.
I almost said something. See? Darren, do you have anything to say
Miss
to Rihanna?
Fenty.
Took all the words out of my mouth, Bim.
Did I?
Now it's time for me to talk to Rihanna.
There you go.
Gosh.
Where do
I remember
begin?
the time that I discovered that 1, girl crushes are a thing, and 2, I
Oh,
have
shit.
one. And
Wow.
it was my first girl crush was Rihanna.
Okay,
And it
you
was
win.
her and T.I. performing Live Your Life on some award show, and she came out wearing all leather.
Oh,
It was quite phenomenal. I was like, whoa, this lady's hot.
yeah.
So, happy birthday to my first girl crush. Yeah.
I wasn't done. Rihanna, so I just wanted to tell you that Kiss It Better is like one of my favorite songs to close my eyes and think about you too. Thank you. Happy birthday.
And Rihanna, I just want to tell you that I remember the first time I heard the song Skin. I was at work. It was on Pandora, and it came through the speakers. And I said, whoa, what is this song? And I had to go look at the phone that was playing the Pandora and see it was your song called Skin. That's one of the sexiest songs ever made. So thank you, Rihanna.
Rihanna, I just also wanted to say that
Hi, Rihanna. It's me again.
I watched your special on Amazon, the fashion show, the Fenty, and it's very revolutionary. And I love that you had everybody, even the lady with no leg, on the fashion show, and that you were there too because I love you. Thank you. I love you. Happy birthday.
And Rihanna, I am very happy that even though your label people wanted you to follow in some weird like Beyonce clone footsteps, you were like, fuck that shit. No, I'm better than that. And you cut your hair off and you look hot every time you do something different. And I'm very happy that you didn't stick to that.
I love your album, your new album, even though you didn't put it out yet.
Oh, Rihanna, I forgive you for that. We all waited to the end of 2019.
She lied, but it's okay.
It's all right.
You can lie to me.
We waited patiently, and we're not mad at you or
At all.
anything. You know, we don't hold grudges on people that we love.
No.
It's just, you know. But if you could just throw it, because it's February 20th now, it's your birthday. If you could just like put that out at some point, that'd be really awesome. But if you don't want to, I understand. You know, you got other things going on, and you know.
Oh my God, you're so amazing.
I bet you smell like roses.
Oh God.
No, roses smell like doo-doo. That's what Andre 3000 says. I bet you smell like food, like McDonald's French fries all the time. Oh, so salty, so greasy, so delicious.
So good but bad. So good but bad gal. Bad gal. Riri.
Bad gallery.
Sorry, Darren.
I hope if I could wish something on our 100th episode, I hope she hears this. And at the end of it, she goes, "Why isn't the big one saying anything about me?"
Not the big one. The one with the dreads.
The one
Why
with the
isn't
dreads,
he saying anything?
about me?
If anything, I would think.
Yeah.
Right.
like that too, like kind of disappointed and kind of not like.
I mean, the girl said something, but the one with the dreads just sat there
Just sat
silently
there.
and said what he said.
She's always a fucking hater, I guess.
All right, let's get into our bullshit because it's way late.
Let's get into our bullshit
Just
now.
Something else happened over the weekend that I know neither one of you observed, and I'm a little mad about it because I thought it was ill. The All-Star Weekend. None of you guys saw the game, right?
Every year I miss it.
So I did not see the game,
Uh-huh.
but I saw the recap, and I heard the recap thanks to what I was just talking about them. The Growing Pains podcast.
Okay.
And they kind of broke it down, which I totally missed.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, okay. And I was like, wow, that's different. That's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Because typically All-Star game, people didn't really care about the game itself because no one played seriously for 3 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
It would be in the 4th quarter that the stars would turn it up and then try to win the game.
That's showing out, yeah.
Yeah, they would score like 200 points or some crazy shit, or damn near 200 points. So this year, Chris Paul and the Players Association, whatever, said, hey, how about we do a thing where you have to win each quarter? When you win a quarter, a foundation of your choosing gets $100,000. So if I win the first quarter, Darren's Connecticut Village children get $100,000.
Parents communication.
Wow. If Jen wins the second quarter, her foundation of Arbor Glen Youth something gets $100,000. So y'all are battling. So it made it a thing. So the players actually gave a shit. They had sections of the crowd of the children in the crowd cheering. Mm-hmm. So they all had red or blue to cheer for their team. So the kids are going wild. Yes, win so we can get money. Yeah. So then the players after the first quarter was a little shaky, but then they were like, "Oh fuck, this like they didn't win the money this quarter. We got to get it back." Yeah. Team LeBron won it the first quarter. Team Giannis won it the second quarter, 100,000 each. Third quarter was tied. They scored the same amount of points in the third quarter because they kind of throw away the points after each quarter.
Start all over. Okay. Fourth
quarter, they add up the points, and then the first one, so off of the highest score, plus 24 for Kobe. Yeah. So then whoever hits that new score wins. In addition, so they rolled that 100,000 from the third quarter up. So it would have been, and then you get 200,000 for winning the whole thing. So an additional 3,000 would have went to whoever won. Team LeBron won, and I didn't see this. This is one of them like black conspiracy theory type. Oh shit! Look at what God did things. But here we go. Took a screenshot earlier today. So, had to win by 24. The final score was 157 to 155. Very close game. Team LeBron won. Darren, what's 157 minus 155? 2. 2 is Gigi's number.
Thank you so much. I was like,
Darren, come on, man.
Because I wasn't expecting it to be that.
I won't even bother you with this one. Jen.
Yes.
The final score was 157 to 155. What's 1 plus 5 plus 7 plus 1 plus 5 plus 5?
24.
Kobe's
Fuck
number.
You, Jen. Sorcery.
25.
Why is she right? Why is she right?
It's okay. 24. is Kobe's number.
I got so upset. I'm sorry, John. You didn't need
fine.
that.
Fine.
That wasn't necessary.
I would have said.
But
that myself.
what?
It's okay. So the difference between the two scores was 2, and the total of the scores, if you add them up by each individual digit, was 24. Gianna's number, Kobe's number. How crazy is that?
That's crazy.
That's just wild.
That's some. What was it? The numerology?
Huh?
Numerology.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's the
Numbers thing.
the
Number shit?
like left eye believed in it.
Ah, okay. Yeah, this shit was a little wild, man, because
How
everybody
crazy.
was kind of playing for Kobe. They had, Kobe on this thing. And each of their jerseys, Team LeBron had number 2 on all their jerseys, and Team Giannis had 24 on all their jerseys. So, yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy. But, yeah, that was a dope game. Very dope format, made it exciting.
Yeah.
Shout out to the NBA for providing great entertainment this
And
weekend.
to answer your question, Darren, this is how I did it. 5 plus 5 is 10.
Easy.
And then 57, you got another 5 plus 5. It's another 10 plus 2, 22. 1 and 1, 24.
See, the fact that you
Have
put
a
them in
system?
that order, you clumped them together, and no.
She
I
had
would
to
have-
quickly listen to
I
it
need-
and then arrange
right.
by what makes sense.
Me, I'm
and
like,
then-
give me a piece of paper real quick.
1 plus 5 plus 5 plus 1 plus 5 plus
Cross that
7.
out.
Say it again
You
real
can't.
slow.
Yeah. 0.
You got 4 5s in there. And a 2 and 2 1s. 24.
Whatever, John. Just making me feel dumb on my podcast.
It's funny. Sorry.
no, it's funny because what? You're gonna say
Devo.
something. It's funny.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny because I had to do a cognitive test a couple months ago, and it was a test where it was a recording, and he would say 2 one-digit numbers, and you had to add the 2 numbers together, and then he would say another one-digit number 5 seconds later, and you have to add it to the last number he said,
Fuck you.
and then
I don't have to do this.
Hey, unplug everything. No.
No.
I'm going home.
Right.
And then 5 seconds later, he say another number. You got to add to the last number he said. But you don't add it to the number you said when you added it. You add it to the last number the recording said.
Okay.
Every 5 seconds, he says another number. And it does
dear.
it for like 60 numbers. Right? And so, finished the cognitive test.
You finished it.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I was all in there. I was like, let's go, bitch.
You think I'm stupid? No, you're stupid.
You're
I'll
dumb.
do your fucking stupid
Who
test.
the fuck you think you talking to? Do we have a problem, miss?
Fuck that.
So she was like, after we were done, she just looked at me. It was like normal is like maybe like 33 out of 60. You got like 56. I was like,
And you were like, I'm not satisfied. 56?
56. I got 4 wrong, bitch.
Do it again.
And they do it again faster.
Oh.
But that time I think I got like.
Why did you take this test?
Long story short.
All right.
Hey, but yeah.
But so you just had to let bitches know, hey, we ain't regular over here.
Y'all thought.
You thought. Darren, I hope we never have to do a cognitive.
I wouldn't even go.
It's funny because the lady was saying, she was like she had to pause. I could tell she just wasn't ready for that type of score. And then she was just like, because I said, that was kind of hard though. She was like, yeah, there's a lot of people who don't even like it. She's like, I've had people leave here in tears because of this test.
No.
Oh, shit.
They would tell me like, okay, so the part of the test is a cognitive, and I'm like, what's that mean?
Not offended already. What do you mean? What you call me? What'd you call me?
You call me the C word. Cunt window test? Speaking of, a lot of people's favorite moment was calling you Miss Darren. I just wanted to.
Wow.
I saw that. I forgot all about it.
I
It's
forgot
been a
about
while
that.
since
Miss
you told
Darren
me
and
that.
Cunt window are 2 other. But yeah.
So yeah, like what? Oh, we're gonna give you a couple math things. I'm
gonna
like,
be-
math.
She
What you
pressed
trying to
play on the laptop.
I'm looking at the first question like, okay, 2.
Watch, we can do it right now.
No.
No, actually, let's do it.
Let's do it. Who wants to do it? Who wants to play?
Him.
I'm definitely the middle child of us 3, but
So they're all 1-digit numbers.
oh,
You got this, bro.
So I'm
I'm
gonna say
cheering for you.
this is gonna make you guys gonna make me seem so stupid.
no, because this is a hard test. You won't seem stupid. I'm gonna say 2 1-digit numbers. You add them together. I'm gonna say another 1-digit number. You add it to the last 1-digit number I said. Okay.
all right.
Ready.
I still don't get it.
All right. So if I say 1,
Yeah.
4,
5.
you say 5.
Yeah.
Then I say 4. Now you say 8.
Fuck.
What?
Because the last number I said was 4. So now I say another 4, so it's 8.
All right.
Shit.
And then I say 2, now you say 6, because 2 plus 4 is
Darren,
6.
I think I get it now. You want
I
me to do
get
or
it,
you got
but
it? You got it. You got it.
I'll try.
Be confident.
You should say the numbers.
No, you do it. Because I'm going to mess that up somehow.
Because now I
not
got
gonna
to
know.
add the numbers in my head to make sure he's doing it right and say the numbers. This
You got this. I believe in you.
all right, ready? 1, 2,
3,
4,
6,
4,
8,
2,
6.
5.
Shit.
Yo, after the third round, I forgot everything. I forgot all that shit.
My mind was like,
It was 7. But
Holy shit.
my mind was like, why are you doing this?
Because you have to almost visualize the numbers.
You do.
Like,
If I could write it down, I'd be straight.
right, but you can't write it down.
fuck
Okay,
you.
do him.
No. I'll try. Ah.
You want to try?
Okay, I just want people to know, preface.
I don't even know how far I got.
You got pretty far.
I graduated, everybody, and I have a job, and I'm good at what I do.
Wait, you see how she made me feel better about myself? She said you got pretty far. She did 60. I did 4 and quit.
I'm not going to make the 2. But
You got it. You're
So
smart.
explain the rules again?
I'm gonna say 2 1-digit numbers. You.
This is going to be the whistle shit all over again. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. I'm scared.
You are gonna add them together in your head.
Okay.
I tried my best.
I'm drinking too, so it's fine.
And Darren did 4?
I don't know how many I did.
Yeah, he did like 4. So I'm gonna say 2 numbers. Oh dear. You're gonna add them together.
Okay.
I'm gonna say another number.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna add that to the last number that I said.
Okay.
Not the one that you said.
And then going forward, that's what I'm going to do. Like,
All right, ready?
boy,
You
why
tell
am
me
I
when you're ready.
hot?
I wonder what this says about us.
I don't know. Okay.
You got this, bro.
We believe in you.
Okay, go.
3, 3,
6,
2,
5.
4.
I forgot. Where you
And the fact that I have to do it in my head, 11. I see the numbers. It's wild.
I don't know.
It was 6. I can't do it. I didn't even say any high. I didn't use like 9. Once the 9s get in, that's when shit gets dicey. Oh god. Like 7, 9, 16,
Yeah,
2.
Shit, because now you're like 16 plus 2.
But it's,
No.
it's 11.
And you did 6, and you got 4 wrong out of 60. You are yo.
Let's just
Fuck
hope that
that.
I keep my mind together. So this morning I was driving. I'll just save you guys from this math.
Thank you.
I was driving and I turned on.
Good job, Bim.
I think it was, yeah, you did well.
No, I didn't.
I think it was 96.9, and it was Romero and Pebbles, and Romero was saying how Steven Spielberg's stepdaughter is doing porn.
Oh,
Right.
that's troubling.
So Romero
Stepdaughter,
said
okay.
that Steven Spielberg failed his stepdaughter.
That's his stepdaughter.
Well, he's saying, as his
Yeah.
daughter,
Yeah.
you're Steven Spielberg, and she's doing porn. Somehow you failed her as a parent.
Okay.
And Pebbles was like, no. So I was wondering, do you guys feel as parents, now not that you're kids, I would never wish that on it. I wouldn't even put that hypothetical.
No.
But do you think as a parent, if a parent's child does porn, they failed them somehow?
No.
No, because Darren, actually, you answer. And before you answer, can you pass me a Brumbuelo and a plate?
Do you care if I touch it?
That's fine. It's okay. I'm gonna die anyways.
Wow.
In fact, can we put a couple of wings on there too with the Buñuelos?
There's 2 different kinds of wings. You want wet wing or dry wing?
One of each, 2 of each, whatever comes off on the
He's
on
gonna
the,
drop this.
spatula thing.
So, I'll just keep talking while you guys keep doing that.
Yeah, and Darren's gonna answer.
Because I feel like only because her dad was a director of
Thanks, man.
actual movies.
Right. Am I having that?
If you wanted to be in movies,
There's no more.
he could have helped you with that.
But she ain't want that kind of movie
So the fact that you chose of all types of movies, the kind where you're
where you can't help you.
in that way, he specifically might have let her down. He could have given her training. He has the best, resources at
If
his.
you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right. I get it. As a parent, I would say you failed that child if you didn't raise that child right. That makes sense.
What's raising a child, right?
I'm probably going to go down a slippery slope here.
Yep.
But okay, so for me, God forbid one of my children decides to go into porn. If I was not present as a parent, if I was allowing them, watch porn since you 8, 9, watch porn with you, like I didn't have the rules and structures that I think you should have to grow up to not find yourself in that situation, and I'm present in that kid's life, and you still go that way, I've done it. I feel like I've done everything I can as a parent to give you other options than to go that route. Mm-hmm. If you're going that route, it's strictly because you want to. I can't stop you from going that route. I hope if you're in that route, you're at an age where I cannot stop you. I can't. You're not under my control anymore.
And the other half of that I think about in this situation is, okay, it's one thing to do porn, but then what happens if your kid becomes like one of the top porn stars and become a millionaire off it? I'm
still not gonna be proud about it. I think still some part of me is gonna be like,
your kid's like a multi-millionaire
still for doing porn. This is like, would you be proud of your child if they were a kingpin, drug pin?
Yeah, but it's
drug
not
kingpin
illegal.
or whatever. Drug
Porn
pin.
is
I'm
not.
sorry, Bim.
That's fine.
Sorry, thanks, Bim.
That's fine.
Thanks, Jen. No, Jen, you did good. He didn't.
Thank
do
you,
good.
thank you, Derek. But porn is not illegal.
It's not. Okay, but I was like, it's not. But I guess it's, to me, it's looked down upon. Even though I look down upon it. On my phone, I look down.
Me too.
I used to have a projector. I used to look up on it.
That'd be
That's
comfortable.
fire.
That sounds comfortable.
It was
That's
dope.
fire.
That's
just like,
that's actually the real reason why I was mad I dropped the phone in the toilet.
oh my god.
Because now I have a projector with no phone to attach it to.
Oh,
I'd like to stay on this topic for a second, but let me just ask:
Wait, the
anyone
porn
re-up
stuff?
on the champagne?
Nope.
a little bit more.
I don't know why champagne goes in my head, Mr. Bubbles.
I go.
A good deal, Jen? No.
No, I've read this under my cup already.
Okay.
Unless you want to put some bubbles in there.
Shit, let's turn up, man. It's
gotta
100.
hurry.
It's like honey jack soda.
There, you said we got hurry.
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
It's late.
Is it?
See.
I got edits still.
So yeah, you said you want to stay on this topic.
I feel good, man. I feel good.
You want to go out?
And I got edit, man. I got pack too.
Oh, that's
So you're
right.
leaving.
Yeah, man. Vegas awaits me. My
It
God.
calls me.
It calls me.
Calls me home.
What are you talking about?
Porn.
Spielberg
Porn.
and his the porn. First of all, he's a stepdaddy. Yes, you could provide some opportunity, but who knows what path the mom and the biological father. Because, sometimes strain in relationship, you see certain things as a kid, you become rebellious, you want to do some other shit that's like far off from what your parents would want or what they did. I was watching Zoe Kravitz on Hot Ones. Granted, she's acting and whatnot now, and she does music, but she described like you have two cool parents, Lisa Bonet and Lenny Kravitz. How do you operate? Like when you rebel against cool parents, you do uncool things, right? Like, so she's like, I didn't get a tattoo until I was almost 21. I didn't, because it's like, they're so cool. Like, you almost do the opposite of what your
Kinda like
parents
Will
want
and
you to
Jada.
do. Yeah. So, in that scenario where you're in Hollywood, I don't know when Spielberg married her mother, but if you're around influence and all of that, that's a norm. So it's not even like, oh goodness, I have all these great opportunities. It's like, man, fuck all this shit. Y'all are privileged. You guys think you're better than all these other people. You see kind of the ugly side of it, and you almost want to rebel and do something else. So you can provide the opportunities, but if that person's mentality as an adult is, fuck y'all, fuck everything you stand for, I'm gonna go over here and do this in spite of y'all, you have no control over that. You can only do so much, to provide opportunities. And she can always go back. Like, granted, you may not be on a feature film, but you can come out of the porn world if you come to your senses. Not even come to your senses, because she might want to do it.
Yeah, she was saying they only gave a little bit of backstory, but they said basically, I guess she struggled with alcoholism and like mental health issues, and she said this was the only thing that she actually kind of liked doing that didn't make her feel bad about because going to work and
Yeah, I mean,
first of all, Missy, we all feel bad about getting up in the morning to go to work,
Nigga.
but whatever, she says Something where she can actually showcase her talents or whatever.
God bless.
Nigga, if we could all be porn stars, I'd be rich.
Yo, oh really? Don't forget your parents.
That's why I didn't do it.
That's
That's
why.
why.
All right. Not that brain of yours.
I
No.
barely want to do this podcast.
All right.
I'm not talking about now, but 25-year-old Jen, yeah.
Well, learn something else, Darren. We learned.
Snapcash was a thing back in 2010,
Both of these guys.
2008.
Could you
Brother
imagine?
and sister.
Snapcash was a motherfucking thing. I'd be rolling it.
All these goddamn what's that? Fans only and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Get your money, youngins. Shit.
Yeah, I'll do it.
What?
Whatever.
Talking about $20 a month.
You'd be okay if your son got into porn?
No. Could we come? No parent wants their child to be on there flaunting their stuff. But as an adult, there's not much you could do. But I wouldn't be okay with it. Of course not.
There's a lot of shit that our parents are not okay with us doing. Let's just be honest. They don't
I'm sure
like
they're
us
not
drinking.
okay with us doing this podcast.
To a degree.
Of all, I was walking into work and there's a glass door and I kind of saw myself. And I don't know why. My first thought was, you're going to record your 100th podcast today. Is this the accomplishment your mom thought that you would be? Look at you. You're walking into work, but you're going to hit a milestone in your podcast that you don't get any money
That
for.
worked, yeah.
That I'm sure if your mother heard some of the episodes, she'd be like, is this my son?
Some of the episodes.
So
Damn near all.
All of them except for the one where we didn't swear
Bruxana.
Bruxana, which we still swore.
Bruxana, you saved
You
my
saw once
soul
or
in a way.
It was more than twice. I thought it was just twice. I was all proud. Darla's like, no, I counted. He didn't say that in a voice. I know what he's saying right now is that's how I sound. No, you don't sound like that,
I
babe.
get that too. I get that a lot.
Yeah, you don't sound like that, babe. It's just how I hear it.
Yeah, so our parents would have, they have their own expectations. We kind of, find our own path. But porn, if they find that path, of course, it's not what we expected for them. But as long as they're not hurting anybody, hurting themselves, and they're making a decent wage.
Now, if
You
they're
can't
doing
help
porn
that.
and they're barely making any money.
But that's like, all right, come on. Come to my job. I'll find you something to do. Or let's figure something out. Because you're struggling. Like, if you're doing porn, especially for guys, because guys don't make a lot of money doing porn.
Oh, they don't?
No. Oh, God, no.
Darren sounds a little
Do you watch
upset.
porn for the guys?
No.
Women don't either.
No, we don't.
So you can have a porno with, it's true. You can have a porno with just a woman, everybody will watch. 2 women, everybody will watch. 4 women, everyone will watch. A
One
guy
guy.
and a woman is like, yeah, but I'm watching because I like her.
True.
Not so much for the guy.
True.
So they don't make a lot. So you're struggling to get by
Which I don't understand how they have gangbang porn. Who's watching that?
watching the girl. Yeah,
That's
because some
crazy.
women who wouldn't do that themselves want to, they get off on seeing it done.
What?
Because it's like, well, I couldn't do that, but wow.
What?
While we're here, there's some in my head. There's some scary things in like in a porn scene that I'm just like who?
Let's go.
Like, how would you?
Y'all go ahead, I'm going to eat some of this chicken.
How would you find yourself in? You're gonna chime in once I say this. You ever see the ones where it'd be like down a glory hole?
Oh boy.
But you see, but it'll be like think of like a big room, like a gangbang room. But the girls are like their ass is sticking out of a wall, and just got. I've seen one, and the whole time I was just like, "What is this? It must smell like ass and death in that room." I'm sure this is happening in Russia somewhere. Like, okay, so like they'll have like a girl's
Darren
like
slays me.
like
He slays
it's
me.
like so they'll show you like the girls laying on a table on like the like so like this wall. There's a hole there. There's a table. The girls' legs and pussies on this side of the wall, and then the guys are just lined up to go. And then they'll show the camera on the other side, looking at the girl just laying there, like just taking it. And like they have the girls in different positions, and I'm just like who like if I were to find myself in this room somehow, right? Let's say I got lost and hey, is there a bathroom in here? And walked in. Because number one, all the guys are naked. All of them are naked, right? I don't know about you, Bib. If I walk into a room and all the men are naked, and it's not like they're all like fucking somebody and they're all occupied. It's like 6 of them fucking, and the other 97 are just kind of sitting there
You
waiting
ever
their
seen
turn.
the ones with the like girl who's trying to beat the world record? She like tries to fuck 100 dudes in one day.
What?
That's disturbing. I can't watch that. That's just disturbing.
Like there's nothing about that. Like, I don't know.
Imagine what her parents are feeling.
Like what about that is a turn on? Like this woman looks dehydrated. Her makeup is like dripping down her face. She doesn't even know whose dick is going in her mouth. She just like la 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 la.
Oh my god!
Like why would anybody watch this and get off to it? No, I'm not just me.
I'm coming. Hold on.
That's what he said. This guy behind him in line. Are you done? Hold on, I'm coming.
And I get a lot of it is an act and it's for show, and like I understand that all this dumb shit.
What did
they
Bim say last week? Film tricks.
Film tricks, yes. They say a lot of dumb shit, and just to I don't know who they're trying to entice, and then that made me wonder like who is the audience. Like they have the ones where it'll be like a bunch of guys wearing like Confederate flag shirts, and then one black girl. And I'm just like, well, who's getting off to this?
Oh, Darren.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Darren.
I'll stop.
I love it.
Don't stop yet. Hold on.
Ew, that's what she said.
I have a few things.
I haven't that's what she said in a while.
I'd love to see Darren's algorithms.
You
You see some wild shit.
Yo, if you can see all the videos that will pop up just from whenever I watch, it'll be like a cooking show, anime, woodworking,
And
some type of porn coming on
Good job,
titties or
Jeff.
something, and then it'll just go in that loop continuously.
Okay, so I have seen
Can
the
you cook,
porns that you
Darren?
guys are talking about.
Can you cook?
I can dabble. I dabble.
I've seen all the things you guys are talking about. Is there a market for it? Yes. Why? Shock value. Can she really take 100 cocks? I'm intrigued. It's not even to be turned on or
It's
nothing.
not, 'cause-
it's just, oh my God, is she? So I did watch one of them years ago, and I think I watched it in its entirety.
Oh, God.
Because it's like, when I watch porn, it's like, do the women even get off? That's always the question. Why are you laying there? And it's a theater,
Are
and
you
it's a
enjoying
show,
this?
and especially when it's just one guy. 2, you could put on more of a show. Some porn stars say they get off once in a while, but when you're talking about 50 guys, 100 guys, what is the point? Challenge. You want to be the one to say, hey, I did that. So now, let me witness this and see what you're going through in this struggle. Dehydration, soreness,
This just sounds like it hurts.
right, and then duration, right? Because some guys, because they're in line, nasty. Some of them ass naked,
Dick out.
Which
and they got to stay ready because when it's your
Yes.
turn, you got to go. So some of them are mad quick, some may take longer, and it's like and they would stop and water, ice, all that
Lube.
shit, all that. Why are you doing this to
why
yourself?
are you doing this to your?
How
Is
much
this
are they
worth
giving
it?
you?
I don't know what the amount that they give for that shit is. There's no way it's worth it.
There's no way it's worth it.
No way. And then what's your recovery time? When do you have to go back to work? What about your personal life? Because some of them have husbands and boyfriends.
Yo,
How long this fella got to wait?
day I had.
He better get in line.
Right.
Yeah, I just missed my girls all. What y'all doing here?
Is all.
Missed my girls all.
Maybe he's the first guy in line because he knows he got to stretch.
Have a good day at work, baby.
Slap her on the ass.
I
Go get him
for the
some
life of me, and I'm like, I can't comprehend this. It's not even. I'm watching and I'm just like, but how?
Yeah. Yeah.
How?
And for those nasty rooms that you were talking about where like the woman's ass
Yeah.
or whatever is just there, I don't know why dudes even do that.
Why?
That's just
Why?
weird. That's a little weird. Yeah.
The whole thing is weird.
Yeah.
And another thing I want to ask you guys, I saw a clip from Jimmy Fallon, and it was Rosario Dawson,
I love her. Oh God, I love her.
and Jimmy Fallon asked about like worst dates, and I think Questlove had said that he had a terrible date when he went out with Rosario Dawson.
Oh,
Questlove went out with Rosario Dawson.
that's
They
not
went out on
surprising.
one date, according to
I
him.
thought he was married. Oh.
According to him, they went out on one date. I don't know if it's an old clip or not, but and he was like, yeah, it kind of turned because I had like a little prank. I had like 10 of my friends show up, and blah 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 blah. And then she goes, "Oh, that was a date?"
Oh.
Yikes.
So of course he's making that face like, "What you mean it was a date?" And she's like, "Well, I don't know. 10 dudes showed up. Like, I just thought we were doing that New York thing where, you know, 2 friends go out and do that Love Jones thing and get something to eat. I didn't think it was a date."
Yikes.
Shit.
So he's sitting there kind of salty looking like. So my question to you guys is,
There we go. Why? And she loads it up too. The people love it. It's fine.
as guys, do you feel that if you go out to eat with a female and you pay for it, it constitutes as a date?
No.
No.
So what makes it a date?
Whenever she says it's a date. No.
I think the intention.
So what is a date, right?
What is a date?
Because if Jen and I go somewhere and get something to eat, it's not a date.
That's not a date. God, no.
But even
That's right. I think it comes down to intention.
intent, yeah. And so even if it's like just getting to know someone, now you go get some coffee or you go get, I don't know,
That's
frisky
still-
fries or
that's
something.
still a date.
Is it a date?
I think it's a.
Yeah, actually, yeah. It's like it's a getting to know you, not because you don't link up with somebody as a prospect to be friends, as a prospect to be a good old chap.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, this maybe could go somewhere, but let me
yeah.
get to know you a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a date, right? No,
I think it's a date when you say to yourself, like, I'm interested in this person more than friends.
what if about the other person though? What if they're
Yeah.
thinking, nah, it's just my nigga?
And then they have a moment like these two had where he's like, it was a date, and she's like, wait, what?
Yeah, it almost has that be like a mutual. We're both getting to know each
A
other.
mutual agreement that it's a date.
Agreement. We have agreement.
You have agreements. You have agreements.
Because like I'll put myself out there, even though sorry babe. So first time we went out,
Chicken me, brother. Sorry. Don't mind the bones.
that's
Shut
what
up.
she said.
Shut up. Shut up. Tell your story about your prison guy.
Not prison guy. Who's a prison guy?
I don't know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about Darling. He never been to prison.
Oh, okay.
So first time we went out, because we've known each other for a long time, you know, it was kind of like, you know, going out. And me being slow and kind of oblivious, I thought we were going out as like just friends, you know, which we were. We had a nice time. It was like in the daytime. It wasn't like nighttime. It was supposed to be at nighttime, but we had to postpone. So cool. And then moving forward, very soon after that, he made a move, right? Which if he didn't do that, in my head, I'm like, oh, we're just friends. Oh, we're just hanging out.
So you didn't think that first encounter was a date? Yes, you know each other, but what did you think it was?
I just thought he was going to get a burger.
Shut up.
Seriously, because that's how women are, which is why, like,
I could definitely see that.
so, like, Rosario Dawson's reaction, that would have been me. I'm, like, with her, like, yeah, but you just went out to eat, and just because he paid for it, maybe he paid for it, it's not even really.
I see that they pay for it doesn't.
Pay for it
affect
doesn't
me
mean that
in the-
because
in
women
the
don't pay for
yeah.
anything anyway.
Yeah. Well, like for instance, me and Helena, me and Helena will go out to eat here and there, and I
That's
pay
different.
For it. It's different because there's no intention between me or her for it to go any further. It's really just us catching up. Mm-hmm. And I can. It's just like Clarabelle will go out with.
But the first time you and Helena went out, how did you know it wasn't a date?
I guess for myself, I wasn't interested in her like that.
Right.
Were you a single man?
This is a while ago.
Yeah, they've hung out a bunch of times. Apparently, he's her best friend, which is still offensive to me. But what the
When
fuck
that
ever,
happened?
nigga,
Like in high school.
nigga. Say it again for the people in the back. When the fuck did
When
that
that
happen?
Yeah, high school, guys.
These two are the best friends of all the
That was a
motherfuckers.
pompous,
Yeah,
fake
alright.
ass laugh.
Thank you, Bim. Yeah, alright. But whatever.
Yes, me and Helena been fucking since since
Nobody's
I know.
about
Don't do
fucking.
that, brother.
We're not.
Don't
I
do
just
that.
said we're friends, but
We're just upset that he should be upset that she's your best friend.
but
And I'm
he's my
upset.
best friend, and you're my best friend.
Whatever, nigga.
No.
Whatever the fucker. Get out of here. So anyway, you know, it was one of the things where I just wasn't even thinking on that level, just because I just be oblivious like that, right?
All right.
And he's smart, and he was just like, you know what?
He probably knew.
He was like, I'm not trying to be in the friend zone. So let me make that clear. Where some people are not as forward to
Yeah,
make that
yeah,
clear.
Yep, yep.
So if Questlove liked Rosario Dawson and she's one of those people you both went, a lot of people desire her. So she doesn't automatically think that this person wants to date me because a lot of people think I'm pretty. Whatever. She's Rosario Dawson. So how is she supposed to know at this particular time this is a date when it's two famous people just going out to eat and then 10 motherfuckers show up on a date?
You're right. No, you're right. When you say it like that,
yep, valid point.
But he took it as a date and he got offended. So once again, how?
yeah,
is
he
she
should have.
supposed
He should have been clear. Like, hey, I'm trying to get to know you a little bit.
But
It's
then
like
when you do that, it kind of takes away a little bit of something from it.
does it?
It
To
does.
me, it does.
It does.
It's just like if you terrible analogy, which is what I'm known for. This is like if you go to your partner and you go, let's have sex now, versus you go and you physically just act on it and you do all that. Yes, I feel like once you say, "Can we have sex?" it takes away all the.
Stop it, Bim. Stop. Not crip fingers.
Gang signs all in there.
Not gang signs.
I feel like it takes away a bit of the.
Romance?
Is that the word I'm looking
I
for?
don't know.
The bit of the
Womance?
romance, how do you
The
say?
spontaneity?
Je ne sais pas.
Because like even with that first outing, when we retroactively went back, like once we had fully,
Yeah.
and then we were like, okay, well, when's our first date? We both agreed that was our first date. But in that moment, I didn't think of it in
As a date.
that sense.
That's okay. So that's almost not really contradictory, but it's like
Right.
you just agreed that it was the first date. Is it because of where you guys are now?
Yes.
If
If we weren't where we are now,
You would never.
I would
consider
have just been
it.
like, oh, we just went out for a burger.
Gotcha.
But because I see the progression that came from that moment,
Yeah.
and that moment was pivotal
Got it.
in where we are now.
I love that word, by the way, pivotal.
Thank
I don't
you.
know why.
It's a good word.
So it was
So-
it was an important milestone for us.
So back to the making it known thing. I wouldn't even waste my time going if she didn't know that I was. Hey, I'm not just
How
trying
do
to be
you
a
know?
homie.
Because
no.
that's the thing. I didn't know.
Oh no, to say it, like I would make it clear. Like it's like
How you say that without sounding rapey?
when I met the lady, met at a cookout, 4th of July cookout. Hey boo, and we were talking about hot sauce and whatever, and it's like, hey, I want to get to know you. What's your BBM? You know what I'm saying? Let's
Not BBM.
Come on now.
This is a love story, boo.
Yeah, this how far we go back, my G. Darren, you ain't had no BBM.
I never
did.
had BBM
Did
either.
you?
I didn't have no BBM.
You did. Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't. I never had the cool phone ever in life.
Yeah, what's your BBM? And then I want to get to know you.
I want to get to know you.
Exactly.
G Unit.
So I didn't want her to think, hey, no, we're just hanging out as chums. No, I don't need any more friends. Let's get together. Let's go out. Let's see what's up.
He was a smooth operator.
He is.
Not really.
You are.
But and she knew that that's what the deal was because, or maybe she's just smart. When we linked up on Thayer Street for the first time, she was with her friend. She brought her friend with her to make sure everything was cool and I ain't kidnap her or nothing like that. But she knew it was kind of like a date vibe and not like some, okay, we're
So
getting
see,
to know
that's
each
my
other's
thing.
friend.
So if it's a date vibe and you bring a third person,
No, the third person didn't stay. She just kind of was
She
like,
kind of
hey.
walked in with the third person.
So she knows where she's
Hey,
at.
this is- hey, yeah,
Everything
okay.
cool. And then she
Alright,
kind of took off.
wow.
So let's go one step a little deeper into this. What during the date tells you it's a date?
That's the question I'm asking.
I'm making a move.
During the date?
During the date,
Yeah, nigga.
Cause
kind of
you-
what's the move?
What you mean?
What's the move?
Woo!
So you go off the vibe, obviously.
Bob.
Vibes. Conversation, gestures. Darren, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like a little laugh, a little touch.
That's not enough for me because
No,
I'm,
so it has to be progressive, right, throughout the evening. So I'm feeling your energy. Now, in my head, it's a date, but if I can tell that you're not interested, I'm just going to fall back because I'm treating it like a date. If there's date energy reciprocated, then it's like, okay, we're both on the same page that it's a date. But if you're not treating it like it's a date, like you're just hungry, and that's why you came out. All right, cool. All right. You got
you
your
can
man.
tell them,
You got me. I pay. I never hit you again. You were hungry. You know what I'm saying?
like even going back in old text messages or old messages, in the moment we weren't really thinking about, oh, we're flirting or whatever. But looking back at old messages, I'm like, oh, that was pretty flirtatious.
Yeah, deep
You know
down
what
in
I-
your soul, you knew.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't spoken. It just kind of happened. So at what point do you know, oh, this is a date and this is not just me going out to eat with somebody?
Yeah.
I say attitude. If I'm going on a date with you, like I don't want to say date, but if me and you are going out to eat,
No, say,
I'm like,
what's a date, Darren?
Hey, Jen,
Hey,
it's me at
Darren.
whatever restaurant.
Restaurant.
And it so hey, Jen, I got a seat over here. I'm not gonna put your chair out for you. I maybe do that for my date.
I'd pull the chair out still.
No, you
No,
wouldn't.
not for Jen.
Yeah,
No offense.
I'm not
So she can
offended.
fall.
Yeah, teaser. You fell. Let me help you
That's
up.
He put me in a trash can. It's expected.
I mean,
Whatever.
Like stuff that you would do. I don't know.
Yeah, there's certain manner. There's certain, at least from a guy's perspective, there's certain things you would do to insinuate to a young lady, hey, I'm interested in getting to know you, not as a friend. Yes, I have to figure out if you're crazy, what your goals are, what that dang smell like, all that, these other things prior.
I feel like he did this as he said that. I wasn't looking at him, but
Fuck them. First of all.
That's not fair. Don't do that on the 100th episode. So, but there's a certain energy I'm putting out as the date initiator, you know, to try to let you know, hey, I'm not trying to be your friend. Like, I'm trying to get to know you on a different type of level. I think it's up to whoever initiates the date. Questlove fucked up. Why are you bringing mad niggas on your first date? That's weird. Like, she's gonna say, oh, Quest introduced me to all the roots. That was dope. I had a great experience in New York. No, if you and her went to the Statue of Liberty and got a slice by just the two of y'all, then that feels more date-like. He didn't treat it like a date.
yeah, you don't play pranks.
You don't call me Darren on your first date to come through. What is that?
But that's what I'm saying. Your lady brought her friend on the first date.
And she left.
But she didn't
But she
stay.
still came.
And that was a safety thing, which I
you
knew, which I understood.
understood, yeah.
As a dude, I was like, hey, I like this lady. Bring her for protection if you need. You know, I got this.
Go away.
Because some guys will say, if we go out to eat and I pay, that's a date.
No,
No, they're crazy.
that's me being polite.
Yeah, they're crazy. Just because you pay doesn't make it a date. Yeah, it's all the actions leading up to it, during it, shit, even after it. If you couldn't really tell, like, you
Still
know,
calling the next day.
yeah, or
hanging
even
out.
straight up calling it a date. You can your language. There's all these things that you can help to get rid of any confusion.
That's
that
it.
no, this is not some chill shit. I want to get to know you. You are beautiful.
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 That is nice. That is nice.
Compliments. You're shooting compliments.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just looking at you while you talking. You just, man, I'm sorry. I just get lost in
Wow.
you know what I'm
He
saying?
pulls this out. My God, I would ruin that whole pickup line. I'm just looking at your
Bruh.
face, and you know, I don't know.
got
I
something
don't
on
know.
your lip.
You just right here.
It's like,
And I'm just
Wait.
as awkward. I'm like, what?
Hey, right. See that, like behavior like that, like what?
What?
What are you gonna eat? Come on, let's hurry up and eat. Like I'll be like, okay, this is not a date.
yeah.
But
But that's just me.
if we're making
like,
conversation,
Thankfully, he's smarter than that to know.
because he knows you,
He knows you.
and I think that
Kinda,
puts it in a little different of a bucket.
But we got to know each other from that point. It's not like he knew, like before that, he didn't, like we knew of each other, but he didn't know me. So actually, he hit me up one day, like text me before we started recording, and he was like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't want to tell him the podcast. 'Cause, you know how I feel about that.
Don't tell you about it.
But I don't want to
You
ignore
wanna
him
tell
because
us
he's
so.
texting me. Yeah, I don't want to tell nobody. I'm like, I don't want to ignore his text because, you know, I kind of cool with this guy, but I can't be texting during the podcast, so I had to tell him. And, you know, so he started watching a few episodes, and I was like,
What a way to get to know somebody. I
Fam.
feel that's
It's
unfair.
Frightening.
advantage.
Glad I'm in a relationship.
Oh my God.
frightening is not the word.
No, but like you have this advantage to be able to see somebody and kind of almost study them. Like, it sounds creepier the way I say it.
Yeah,
but it's
you're
like
creepy.
by the time we meet, I am creepy. By the time we meet, I'm like, I know a lot about you.
It's deeper than going through someone's social media,
No.
100 weeks. and
not
just seeing
fair.
pictures. This you get to hear,
Yeah.
watch.
And I think for us, I felt like it was an icebreaker because
Yeah.
it was kind of like because we were both
okay.
kind of like, I don't want to say the wrong thing around this person.
But I've said the wrong. You've heard me say the wrong thing.
I don't want
many
to swear
times.
around this person. I don't want to say anything nasty.
but
and then,
I've heard me
and then you
say it.
hear me talk on this shit,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Be you, fam.
I can be me. You know what I mean? And he's amazing.
And you get to skip all that bullshit, right? Because it's like we have a face on for our first date, and we have to be this person to try to get the other person to talk to us again. You know.
Oh, is there? Okay, so we got.
That's one you were using for chicken.
I did it first. I'm not gonna lie.
My ball.
Ooh.
I would love.
Ooh, can we talk about this, Clarabelle? You want to come through and have a
Listeners.
conversation?
Listeners,
Because
we have.
Okay,
Clarabelle
just
here.
so you know,
Wait, you can talk regular. Go ahead.
yeah, she's hollering a little bit.
the bowl that he used, we use
We
all
don't
the
use that.
time.
No, we don't.
Yes, you don't know what we use in this
For-
house
for Taco
It's-
Tuesdays?
No,
No.
for chips and dip.
That's not true.
Yeah, it's
you
dip
don't
already.
know. Yes, you
There's
dipped
mad
your
dip.
whole bowls in there.
We don't use that one.
You're so ridiculous.
That
Ladies
was
and gentlemen,
time for
that's
so
Clarabelle.
long.
That's
And you
Darren's
know what
lovely
he
wife.
told me?
What did he tell you?
When
he told
he
you?
told me
Like the following morning.
No, you record it and every. First of all, okay, he came home and he was like, "I'm gonna take a shower."
That was
like-
problem number one. I
was
don't
like,
take
need
a
to go
shower before I
upstairs
do
and smell your
this.
penis
weird.
because something's wrong, right? So I'm like, whatever. My mom was here. We're playing with the kids.
Moms was there?
You dip your balls in soy sauce with her mom here?
I definitely had a bunch of things in my hand, and her mother was like, "What are you gonna do?" And I was like, "Nothing."
Oh my god, you did the challenge?
Yeah, you
Oh, you
haven't
ain't
seen
seen
the
the video?
video?
No.
Follow us on
Lord.
YouTube,
Lord.
PLSD. What was that?
THIS.
911,
Please,
911.
please see this on
It's
YouTube.
on Instagram too, boo.
So usually
Instagram?
after you
Oh, okay,
record
I'll
or
check
whatever,
Instagram.
he's like, I go to sleep. I don't hear anything until the next day. That night, I'm still awake. And he's like, so I did something. I just want to tell you before you listen or you see a video. And I'm like, what the fuck did this guy do? What did he do?
So is it so
He
what
put his
happened?
balls in one of my
Stacy,
bowls, sunflower
Stacy,
balls.
Stacy, have you ever heard of Tasticles?
No, I heard that episode.
Yes.
So
So,
you put your balls.
please, Stacy, find a microphone.
Any
Here.
microphone.
So you put your balls in the nacho bowl.
Yeah, chips and dip bowl.
We
Why
don't
would you
use it.
do that? You
We
know
don't-
what the bowl is for.
No, we don't
nobody
use that
uses the
bowl.
bowl.
We don't use it.
Where do you don't live here? You
I
must
do.
not live
Really
here.
have any bowls in this house?
That's a lie.
You couldn't use a
We don't
paper
use that bowl
bowl
to eat from.
Ladies
We
and gentlemen,
don't.
This has been.
freaking dip.
I feel like I'm failing my
That's not
friend
true.
by not jumping in, but this is so entertaining that I'm just gonna let them continue.
So next time
To
I
bash
have
and berate.
tortilla chips and
this
I'm
moment,
gonna give it to
have
you.
to-
Jen is showing Stacy and Drina the video of Darren dipping his balls
Didn't I,
into the nacho.
Yes, he did.
I had to explain
It
it,
was
Drina.
amazing.
So did it taste like anything?
It did.
What did you taste after?
He tasted
I
soy
tasted
sauce.
the soy sauce. In
So
my,
you didn't test other sauces?
I
He
did.
tried
What
liquor.
He just tried
Bacardi.
Dude, we're supposed to give you the sauces. Tell you which sauce to test.
I'm not gonna involve you in this.
'Cause I'm gonna be giving you
It's shameful enough.
Right.
It's shameful
I
enough.
would have been there doing it with you.
Hey, that's how you could have got some shit started.
Legend.
With my bowls. No, not there's damn plastic
Listen.
plates up there.
Listen. Listen.
Yo,
Listeners,
I if you really did that shit.
for the good of the pod.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I know.
He bears his soul for this podcast, and I love him every day for it.
So you're gonna do it too?
Oh God, no! I would never. I would never.
Bye.
Yourself.
I always have to fear what godly challenge you guys are going to
She
give
hasn't.
him.
She hasn't heard the song yet.
Oh, no.
Yes, I have. Where's your jacket?
No.
You didn't have another song?
Oh, he's a recording artist at this point.
Oh, my fucking God. What are you guys doing?
No.
First of all, Clara, we didn't do anything.
We did not.
So-
Darren sends
Every
us
time
things.
you guys come here, this guy seems that has a new
Not every time
idea.
you guys come here.
You know what? I have the idea, and they give me the courage to act it out.
We support him in anything he does because we don't live
And
here. We get to say it and then leave.
It's kind of like when you give somebody else's kids candy.
Exactly.
So
Was it inspired by Group 33?
Wow.
Whatever.
Wow.
bring that
Thanks.
back.
Thanks.
Yeah. I
Oh,
love that
the
group.
R&B group.
R&B
We were just
group,
talking about that.
yeah.
Yes.
33,
That's what they're
whatever.
called. That was
What was the name of the
Was
group?
it
Lexi?
Day 40?
You got
After
Lexi.
work?
33.
33.
Happy
was
hour?
33.
Oh, 33.
Comptoir. Whoop, comptoir.
After 5? What is it? So I will say.
Not Lexi aspiring to be a freestyle artist. Like,
Oh.
Get out, really?
So I will
It's
say.
lit.
On top of the many things that we give to our listeners and our fans, I want to thank our partners, especially my wife,
Yo, for real.
for really dealing.
Putting up with this shit.
For letting us
Huh?
record here, too.
So every week, on Thursdays, we meet around 8ish. So me and her, we kind of scramble to get the boys down, which really doesn't happen in a timely fashion. So she's kind of on her own with the boys, and while we down here
Thanks,
recording,
Maribel.
God bless.
and then by the time we're done recording and we edit and push it out, she's already asleep. So Thursday nights we really don't get to see each other, and she's one of our biggest supporters. Like every week, she she doesn't get to listen to it often, but when she does, I usually get a message that says "You're dead meat," and but we're able to laugh and joke and talk about it, and it's great to have that type of support from my love.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will not use your bowls anymore.
Stop using my bowl. Speaking of, darling just text me. Are we done?
Who
Hey,
did?
darling.
Oh.
Darling.
Ladies, would you like some wings?
waiting for you to cut the cake.
Yeah, we gotta cut the cake.
We came
I want to do a mash cake for. I want to mash
You want to
it.
do a
Just-
smash cake, the three of us? That'd be cute. We can still do it.
You can do it.
Jenny gonna do it though.
I ain't doing no goddamn smash cake. What I look like?
See, I told you.
So,
Look like.
Hi, my G.
I don't even wear makeup. I still don't do no smash cake.
Fine.
Fun
God-
is right, motherfucker.
Why, Jen? Why you want to have fun?
That's fun.
It is. That's what you got to clean up.
Before I left.
thank you again for listening and rocking with us.
Oh, is that it? Hold on, man. We ain't, do we finish?
Ben didn't get
Yeah,
to bring
we-
up none of his topics, but I guess we done.
I think I did. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke,
Oh,
man.
yes, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. We was just talking. Me and Jen was just talking about the album, how much I enjoyed it and shit.
And I was saying how the beats would sound similar and remind me of drama, but how I love the drama album.
Yeah, man.
We just had that whole discussion.
Sparked a good discussion, man. So rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Condolences to his family, friends, fans.
Gotta do better.
Yeah, we gotta do better. For
You
real.
know what's wild about it? So after his passing, Tidal, because I love Tidal, had the rest in peace thing, and you know how they do the birth year and the passing year.
Yeah.
It said 1999. I'm like 1999.
Yeah,
That's when he was born?
he was only 20.
Yes, girl.
Did you see the thing that Jada
On the mic.
Jadakiss put up? Sorry.
Come.
Where he was talking about Jadakiss was talking about the amount of young artists that have passed away in the last few years.
It's more than what we
more
experienced,
than
yeah.
what we experienced
Yeah.
of all the artists that passed away.
Right.
He's like, there's a problem. Like something needs to come to an end.
Yeah.
Like artists need to be smarter about the way that they're handling certain situations and stuff.
Yeah, because for our artists, it was violence, unfortunately. And for these artists, it's a combination of violence and drugs, opioid, lean, all that stuff. So
Yo.
yeah, it was some work to be done, man.
Not managing their things correctly.
Yeah.
You have that much wealth, you don't flaunt it. and-
Well, I mean-
I don't know if that's what he was doing.
They
but-
said that he accidentally put his address on Instagram Live. Or
Right.
something.
He had put a picture up and it contained the address of where he was at. So, I mean, it's unfortunate. And it's some of it's part of the culture because since the Run DMC time, we've been braggadocious, freestyling. It's like, yeah, Sucker MC and Bad Calvin Kleins. You know what I'm saying? Like it was always a braggadocious thing, but we just got to be careful with how we move, man. So rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Man, we did 100 of these things, yo.
Yeah.
Also, I just wanted to read some of the messages people left us after the beep.
Oh, please, let's go.
Beep.
So, no, I'm bad at this. I don't know how to open these things up.
Con.
I don't know how to do this. Champagne Nikki, I think,
Okay.
says congratulations.
That was cute.
Contra
Carter.
Studio, maybe. It cuts it off. I'm sorry. Instagram sucks in this kind of way. Says thumbs up.
All right. They said that. Or they
Some of these might be spam. I don't know. Tender Yoni. Hey girl, hey.
Yeah.
Says, hey, my favorite threesome. Can't wait to join y'all again. All the puns, LOL. Is this John?
Alani?
Yeah.
X? Yes.
He says, congrats on 100 episodes. I love listening to y'all. I love the authenticity. Here's to another 100.
My brother.
I don't know about another 100.
Come on. We out here.
Another 100.
We out here.
My darling Likia says, yellow, this is Leek here. I'm extremely excited for episode 100.
What
God
up,
bless
cousin?
Beloved. Yes, she's now the cousin of the podcast.
Hell yeah. What up, cousin?
What up?
So, and that's all we've got. And Tolu responded to our cake with the claps. And Mike Rollins said that Fanta looks fire.
Of all things, the Fanta. That's right.
He's black. He can't help it.
Wow. That's racist.
Shout out to Tasha. She replied saying, congrats to the squad. Thank you, Tasha.
Shout out to the Grown Pains podcast that shouted us out for our 100th as well.
Yes. Thank you, Eva, for the shout out. Thank you.
Thank you for all the streaming platforms that let us put this madness on the internet.
Yeah, Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, iTunes podcast app.
And if you're wondering why we're not on Tidal, because we don't know how to get on there.
Talk to Hove. Hey, Hove.
Hove has been
It's
answering
your
my
boy.
texts.
Y'all out there. Follow us. Make sure you follow us on social media platforms. PLS.
Yes, for 100, do that.
DL. THIS. On Twitter, the same handle. On Facebook, please delete this. On YouTube, please delete this. Anywhere you
Subscribe to our YouTube, please.
Word.
look. And comment and feedback with us.
I love the
And
YouTube
share.
energy. Love the YouTube
Share.
energy.
I love you guys, man.
Love you too, brother.
I read an article
you,
that
Jen.
said we as men don't say I love you enough, and I don't like that article. So we'll bring it up. Yeah, we'll bring it up another time.
Didn't we talk about that before?
No, we didn't.
We did.
We did?
In a way.
I forgot he didn't listen. So cool.
But I just said it.
Stacey said this is why we can never end, because we always bring up another topic.
You especially.
I had one more.
I didn't even say nothing.
Right.
Not
Thank
yet.
you, girl.
I got you.
Because
just drinking.
I feel like I can't even look this way because all
There's a
four
lot
of
of
them are
energy
together.
on that side. We're outnumbered. Run for cover.
I got all my sisters with me.
This is very intimidating. They're behind Jen like
You should
she's
have
the
a look-
queen and then the fuck.
Yeah.
Khaleesi and them.
The woman, I was gonna say the women of Dorne.
Yo, scared. All right.
Not Dorn.
Guys, thank you so much for listening and
Been
rocking
awesome.
with us for another
Thank you guys
100.
for inviting me to this
Yeah.
madness.
Hey Jen, thanks for actually staying.
They had to kind of.
And remember, no episode next week. Take the time. You got 100 of these bitches. Go through, listen to the other ones. My favorite is episode 23. Jen loves
Gay for Pay.
Gay for Pay. Darren liked
All of them.
the one where he flexes his butt. So go ahead and check them all
Expound Your
out.
Toes.
Expound Your Toes is the one.
That was actually one of the icebreakers for me and Boo.
Yo,
He made it a Facebook status.
we love you guys. Thank you for
I love you
listening.
guys. I love you, Boo.
Peace.